double kill for Jim.
Oh my God, Jim!
Looking pretty good. It's gonna be a triple kill. Jim comes on fire. Jim comes on fire.
Angle, but couldn't land the shot. The dark scope, the two-piece! Oh my God!
Cada equipo ahí contesta trató de darle ese respetazo ahí, consigue eliminar a Tuliza y rápido se voltea y se
Gonna stack na marotagem, belo ângulo dele. For him, he's gonna be able to take out. Oh my God! Oh no! He was down to 1 second on the clock. Já pegou bala na cara do Master. O Almairinho vai tentando fazer o primeiro. Vai tentar o tiro porrada e bomba! Vem! Clutch muito difícil de vencer, mas...
Anywhere on the body that you hit, he no-scope for a follow right there. He no-scope.
termina eliminando a Jackie, igual queda solamente vivo por parte de repente, sigue la primera baja de este round, se da cuenta que no
Got him.
Good evening, everybody. We are back live for, that's right, it's quarterfinals, semifinals day. It's your boy Verdict. We are back ready for the action. We have an action-packed night, bro, and day, I've got to say, we've got some of EU's finest ready to duke it out, and some best of threes, some best of fives, and may the best prevail, because this lineup, I think we talked about it on the Spawn last night. Everything about this EU scene is looking dynamic when it comes to this quarterfinals and semifinals matchups. Can you hear me?
Not really. Admin was he for you too, or just me?
All right, well, we're going to restart Discord, so that way we've got... All right, we're going to get that figured out. While we're getting that figured out, we're going to take a look at the brackets. As you can see here, we're going to start the night off with a little bit of 117 and Illuminati EU. The winner of that matchup is going to be moving on to face off against Nova Esports. FN420 versus Anarchy. Winner of that series in the quarterfinals is going to be moving on to the semifinals to face off against Animus. So, I'm going to go ahead and jump back in Discord, see if Day is reconnected. It looks like, you know, I kind of mentioned that he was sounding a little bottish earlier. He informed me that he is indeed a bot. So, I can 100% confirm that he is indeed. Now, as we're taking a look at it, should be a very exciting night. If you guys aren't prepared, get prepared, because guess what, guys? It's here. This is it. This is the day of reckoning. Who will come out on top? Who is going to be sent home empty-handed? Right now, I'm looking at it, and I know for a fact at least one or two of these teams are going to be leaving empty-handed. We'll see who it is, though, as we're going to take a look at the schedule for the day. Speaking of day, can you hear me now, Day?
Yeah, I don't know. That was really weird. So I closed the Discord and went to reopen it, and there was apparently an update that took like 30 seconds, and I don't know if that was the issue or what, but
interesting.
We're back.
There we go. All right, well, we haven't even taken a look at the schedule of the day, as I mentioned earlier. We talked about briefly last night. We made our predictions. They're in, but this is where it comes to reality. Who's going to step up to the plate? Who is going to leave with nothing on their plate, right? 117 not found again. Illuminati EU. That's going to be our first series of the day. FN 420 versus Anarchy is going to be the second matchup of the day. Winner of the first match going to be moving on to face off against Nova Esports. And the winner of the second match going to be facing off against Animus and Day. I don't think I got your predictions last night, homie. I think we talked a little bit, but there was never like a real opportunity for us to, you know, hear what your thoughts were.
Well, I mean, I kind of largely let you and Zim talk a bit about that because obviously he has a team in the mix. You're, again, like the consistent caster for Mobile Mayhem EU that actually knows what they're talking about. So yeah, I just kind of let you guys have it. I was pretty much right on board with you guys where I think 117 Not Found versus Illuminati is going to be a good matchup, but I think 117 Not Found probably just edges out in the competition there. FN 420 versus Anarchy definitely has some potential, even with Anarchy having a different roster. Patron is going to be the key factor for me in that second game. If he's not playing for Anarchy, which we did not see him play on Thursday, then I don't know, that probably just single-handedly goes over to the side of FN 420 at that point. But if Patron's here and they have a full five and they're playing strong together, I could see that second matchup going either way.
All right, well, that's a good analysis. And, you know, second matchup is on the horizon right now. We've got first matchup vibes as we're going to get geared up for it. Best of three is ready to rock and roll. And, you know, with the new update out and everything, I do believe that Type 25 is still going to be a viable option. But I don't know if it's going to be as usable as it once was. And I know that these bans that came through were done yesterday prior to the update. So I don't know if we're going to continue to see it. Now, in this particular series, the SKS and the Kilo are banned. Probably a good choice. So we're going to start things off with a little bit of standoff hardpoint. Firing range, search, destroy for game number 2. And if it does make it to a game 3, we're going to be looking at a raid domination. Illuminati has opted to ban the hardpoint crossfire map, as well as 117 Not Found opting to ban search or destroy raid. Which I would have thought that this would have been a better map for them to play, but I maybe wrong. The sniper talent is very plush, and I feel like raid is a great way to you know, start things off if you want to play search and destroy. You're, you know, sniper heavy. So with all that being said, first series is ready to rock and roll. And best of threes, I know we were talking last night too as well. Best of threes for quarterfinal matches. I need to hear your thoughts because Zim made a mention of best of 5, or you made a mention of best of 5s in LATAM. And that's the only, you know, region that does best of 5s. For one,
I'd prefer best of 5s.
Yes, thank you. That's
for finals week. I don't care if it's quarterfinals or not. I think best of 5. Zim made a great point that, you know, this is where all the money is really on the line. These are the games that count the most. I think potentially only playing 2 of the game modes is not realistically an option. I would love to see teams have to play a domination one way or another. But that is just unfortunately not the rule set right now.
Well, there we go. Maybe we'll see something along the lines of an adaptation. You know, I feel like the best of 5.
The real listen, I got the secret here. I'm sorry to cut you off. I got the secret. Everybody Everybody knows Bobby writes the script, okay? Like that's that's a thing.
given. Yeah.
So everybody should go on Twitter and tweet Bobby.
Rage
that-
at Bobby. Yeah.
Rage at Bobby that we need best of 5 quarterfinals.
Big facts. Big facts. If
Bobby's upset, it'll happen.
If you didn't know it, I'm sorry to spoil it, guys. Bobby wrote the script for every single Mumble Mayhem matchup that has ever existed. And everything is just being played out. So here we are. Ready to play it out now as I was reading in chat. Boot and Mojito can't play tonight. That's a fat L for Illuminati EU. I know I was rolling with 117 Not Found because they've been looking great for the past few days, past few weeks. Looking very consistent. I know that's one of the things that I made a comment of at the very beginning of the season. Just haven't seen a very consistent roster. Well, this roster has single-handedly put up some of the best games that I've seen to date with Lucky, Dark Wizard, Karma, Cosmos, and Jazz coming through. The Spanish connection is strong. The starting 5 for the side of Illuminati EU are going to be Bison, Gore, Chris, Starricker, and Gracie. Now, I'm not saying that roster isn't good enough to beat 117 Not Found. All I'm simply saying is Illuminati EU is on the rise, but that core rise was, in my opinion, built around Boot and Mojito being in the mix. Now, who's to say they still don't come out on top and dominate and, you know, show a little bit of an upset to 117 Not Found, who was probably realistically a top 3 team, top 4 team at the beginning of the season, and, you know, had a little bit of a rocky middle, but finished very strongly. So I think it's a wild card right now with the roster that Illuminati EU is putting up. Boot and Mojito not in the mix. Definitely going to be massive as far as you know, how Illuminati play this first standoff hard point.
Well, and it's one of the things we do have to consider here is it's not just one player is getting subbed in. You've got 2 of your main roster missing, right?
Yep.
And one of the players, Verdict so handily insulted as to call the manager, which we later determined was not the case.
You know, mistakes were made. I will continue to stand by that mistake, though. I called him manager. I'm going to keep calling him manager. He pops off as a manager. It's a win-win situation for him, right?
Yeah, sure enough, we're getting ready to get into the game. Right now, I see Karma with a Holger in hand. So it'll be interesting to see if he sticks to that. Obviously going to be trading off a little degree of mobility for 100 rounds of pain. And, well, right away, 117 Not Found break into the point.
Yep, break is going to come through. It's going to be short-lived. Illuminati EU quickly there to recover. Jazz looking to contest bottom side. Grandies does slide out, finds one. Not going to find 2. Starricker, big kill there in the middle of the courtyard. Gracie looking to hold down the bottom side. They're looking to get that flip early on, and they just might have done it. Karma right here to flip the contest. He is going to find 1, going to find 2. If anybody does it better with the Holger, 100 rounds of pain. My guy, Karma coming through just absolutely bodying, but it's not going to be enough here to get the advantage. 15 seconds still, so there's plenty of time to take a large majority of this first still in their favor.
Absolutely right, and, well, it's been actually pretty back and forth for P1, but looking over at P2, I gotta say, I'm impressed with Illuminati's rotation. They've already gone ahead and prioritized P2 without getting too far behind on P1, so that is really the key here. Bison holding down top window. Chris gonna come through. Manager, manager, coming through with a 3-piece in the feed, rocking that CBR4 P90. And once again, Illuminati have actually taken the lead, but it does look like we're going to have a break come through for 117 Not Found.
It is, yeah. 117 Not Found going to get the break here. The setup not going to pay off here for Illuminati EU. And this is where they're going to start the struggle now. You don't get that money hill that you opted to rotate it early for, and you're giving a large majority of it back to the side of 117 Not Found. Now, I got to say, Gracie did a great job of contesting there. Didn't really have an opportunity to have a lot of backup. And now the side of Illuminati are going to be heading for the hills. They're going to be bunkering down for this P3 setup. Oh, Starricker. Oh, Starricker. That R9, just an absolute brick right there. It is very unfortunate. Chris going to come through and pick up the slack, though. Finds 2 of the feed. Illuminati looking solid on this P3 rotation. but don't be, you know, too happy. Don't be jumping for the hills just yet, because we saw how early you set up for P2. Didn't pay out. Is this going to be a similar scenario? I hope not, because right now we're looking at a 30-point disadvantage that they need to overcome.
Yep. They definitely have a possibility too. Illuminati have obviously, you know, time and time proven us that they are here to play ball. We've seen them go toe-to-toe with some of the upper teams, including 117 Not Found, and there definitely is some opportunity, but again, that kind of weird spot for me is playing with 2 subs, especially the like of Boot, right? Like, Boot is like Europe's Nerdy, right? He's always positive, he's full of energy, he encourages the team, and that's a big thing to be missing out on here for the side of Illuminati. They seem to be doing all right. They've once again taken themselves the lead as we get ready to rotate over towards P4. You can see that 117 Not Found. They're already set up, but the scrap time is going to go over to General Gore. They extend their lead a little bit, but at what cost? P4 is incredibly difficult to break on this map, let alone you have Karma mid with the Holger, but General Gore going to pop him out of the window. And it looks like the rest of the teams actually made a break into P4. Oh my goodness, Illuminati!
Amazing rotation. You saw some kills coming through. Starricker cleared out the bottom side of the market building. And now P4 looks like a dub setup already. 10 points uncontested. Cosmo's going to try his luck on the first half. First initial push, not going to come through. And guess what? General Gore griefing at the highest capacity. Big kills coming through with the Predator missile. And we can see it now, 30 seconds in, nobody here for 117 Not Found to contest. They're just going to continue to get shut out. The Lightning Strike is available here. He's going to go ahead and rocket Gore. He's also got a Annihilator on hand, but is going to be caught red-handed right in the corner. Only one player there to contest. That's Crispin. My God! Puts the shots on Karma, but not enough to take him out.
I mean, this is definitely a hell of a performance by Illuminati right now, and I gotta say, what a Cinderella story it would be, right, Verdict? You know, watching this team come through the qualifiers, losing to Omni in the, I think it was the first round. I think they faced them right off the bat, lost 2-0, fought their way tooth and nail all the way back to the grand finals of the qualifier just to get 3-0'd by Omni again. Yo, can you imagine the hype if they came back and, you know, got like a top 3 finish in Mobile Mayhem from qualifiers?
I mean, good night. I mean, getting shut out.
Losing qualifiers?
Oh, yeah. Big. I'm talking about getting shut out. Like 5 maps in a row, they got just absolutely their asses handed to them by Omni. And Omni is no longer a thing here for this Mobile Mayhem thing. They didn't make quarterfinals. They didn't even win a single map this season. And look where Illuminati is right now. They're in a large seat to possibly upset some of the better teams here. And they've got a 40-point advantage. Make it 50, actually, as I'm looking at it. A little less. But P1 Reset came through, and this is where the side of 117 Not Found are starting to finally get their feet under them. This is going to be an awesome opportunity for us to go ahead and join in for the side of 117 Not Found for a quick listen and see if they can get this retake here on this P2 rotation.
Gas muerto, gas. Gas.
Muerto uno, hay otro Karma.
Dos gas, dos main, roto.
Side, ayuda, side.
Top side de escaleras hasta ahora.
En roto.
Voy para adentro. ¿Muerto escopeta?
Muerto.
Voy para adentro. Buena, niño. Main door. Main door y gas. O sea, y Granny.
Uno más main door.
Esparro muerto.
Cali,
Muertos
una hora.
tres.
Buenísima,
Entra,
Cali.
por favor.
Buena.
Va Cali. Otro estatua media vida.
Dos gas
pasado.
Siguiente ya.
Estoy solo. Me quedo. Moqueo top y...
Uno top.
Una estatua.
Deseo un tiro.
Tú lo balanceas literalmente, ¿eh? Se te escucha para el cara.
Top blue. Está low. Bueno,
¿Qué?
No más hay otro.
¿En la escalera dónde?
Hazle vuelvan.
Tienen...
Gotta say, they recovered nicely. Get the take there on that P2 site. That has been their home sweet home in this hardpoint so far. And look, guess what? Grady's house was a difficult transition, but we're in top blue now, and they have found a second home 117 Not Found finding a lot of energy here in the later portion of this hard point. As a matter of fact, they're going to be able to take a lead, and I don't see it going any other way now as I see Jazz. He's got a Sparrow on hand, ready to rock and roll, and the push is just going to continue to get shut down. Illuminati looking solid on the first few rotations. This reset, not so much.
Well, we definitely got to give them credit because they made a hell of a break into P4, which we credit to be the most difficult hard point to break, not only on this map, but out of most of our map rotations. So definitely still some solid potential out of this team. Chris going to pick Karma off, rotating back, and you can see that we're already set up for P4 for the side of Illuminati. And with the way the break wasn't working for them on that P3, I like the early rotation over. Go ahead and get set up. This was a big win for Illuminati the last time around. Can they find it again is the question. We do have General Gore and Bison on the hill. Chris gonna get gunned down by Karma. Just couldn't find an escape for all of that magazine capacity that we have for the Holger. And Karma coming through the top stairs, takes down Starwicker, takes down General Gore, is looking for more, finds a third onto Gracie, but Bison still on the hill for a second. That's rough for Illuminati.
That is really rough. We got Gore, who's going to get flashed out in the open here on this boxes side of the map, and Cosmo's looking for the contest. He's going to find an Annihilator to the dome. Big, massive retake here for Illuminati. It may not be much, but this is the break they need to continue to close that gap. As you can see, it's only about 10 points separating these teams. Going to be a little bit more now as I see the break retake comes right back through for 117 Not Found. This is a scrappy P4. I've never seen so many retakes, so many breaks coming back through on a P4 site. Is one of the hardest hills to break in all of Call of Duty Mobile. And both teams making it look easy in their own respective way. Big kills coming through for Lucky. He's streaked out. And this is probably going to be massive rotating into that P2 site where they have not found any kind of disappointment either on the retake or an early rotation. P2 has been their home. They might be able to close it out here.
Do we want to try to get a listen in with Illuminati as well? Since
yeah, let's do
we
a
might
quick
not
listen
have
in.
that dom chance.
We'll see if we can get a quick listen in for P1, see if they can get a little bit of a control going on, and see how they handle this little bit of adversity later on in the game.
Point. Corner.
The one bottom granny. One side.
Contest, let's go.
Go next. Push top one. Push next.
Go next.
Step running, one shot.
Hold it. Go next.
Step running, one shot. Nice.
Top P2 dead.
Wait, my smoke. Push zigzag. Wait, Gandalf, stay top.
Yeah.
One zigzag.
Bottom Sparrow.
One more zigzag.
No, bro. They fucking well on me. Yeah. Oh, guys. Sparrow, dead.
One, farm, pushing back.
Oh, one bottom factory, Chris.
No, bro. One broken. Hopper. Oh my god.
Broken.
The contest comes through at the last moment, but there's not a lot of hope here. Chris looking for some shots up top. There's only 2 seconds separating 117 Not Found, and a dub here in game number 1. We can see Starwicker. He's trying to find that last player, and Lucky is going to be able to, but reinforcements have arrived. Karma at the bottom of the staircase looking pretty damn solid. And you heard a little bit of an upset in the comms, in that listen in. It is for sure 250 to 204. A hell-fought victory for 117 Not Found, but a big game 1 for Illuminati on the backs of having 2 subs in. They made it look doable. That P2 rotation was just bread and butter for the side of 117 Not Found all game long, though.
Yeah, you're definitely right. And 117 Not Found definitely looked like they took a little bit to really get rolling. By the end of it, we did have Karma drop 40, and Lucky dropped 41. So definitely putting up some big kill numbers there. And, you know, we did jump in a little bit late while Illuminati was down and, you know, kind of on the brink of a loss there. I gotta say, they kept the comms up. They fought all the way tooth and nail to the end. They denied those last 2 points for the side of 117 Not Found for like half of that entire hard point. So really well fought by Illuminati, and we could definitely still see a comeback happen. Obviously, moving into a search and destroy, you've got the sniper talent on the side of 117 not found specifically in the likes of Lucky and Dark Wizard tilt, and I think that's a fairly big advantage for the side of 117 not found. We have seen some good work out of General Gore in the past, but I would say overall it's just been maybe not as consistent this season as Lucky, for example. So we'll have to see what they bring to the table.
We'll have to see what they bring to the table indeed. Now, as I'm taking a look at it, the best three is looking pretty spicy, and this could be where Illuminati gets taken out here. I don't think I'm seeing a 117 not found team who is so sniper-oriented and heavy with talent able to lose a firing range search and destroy. This is an OG map. If it does go to a game 3 raid domination, I could see an upset around, around this first series. But it has to start here for Illuminati. They cannot afford to drop a few rounds in a row off the rip. They're going to be on the defense, so they're going to have an opportunity to regroup. Don't have to play so aggressively. They don't have to, put themselves out in awkward, compromising positions in order to accomplish a goal. But man, it's going to be a very tough hill up, or very tough hill up. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. It's gonna be difficult for Illuminati to make some shake here.
Listen, I'm never counting this team out again. Okay,
No,
we can go into the search and destroy, and yeah, I mean, we can go into the search and destroy and look at the sniper talent that Lucky and Dark Wizard bring to the table. But honestly, I believe in Illuminati here. Do they win the whole series? That's kind of still hard to tell. It would take just a miraculous effort out of them again without having boot. I think that's going to be probably the roughest matchup for them coming into this search and destroy, but they definitely have some potential still. General Gore put up some really big numbers in that first game, despite several members of the side of 117 not found putting up 40 and going largely positive. General Gore still was able to pull together a 35-27 for the team, and so was Chris. So maybe when we get into search and destroy, where one life really is the difference maker, maybe they find a couple early picks, maybe they snag some rounds early, maybe we still see that game 3. Because I mean, realistically speaking, let's see, we're +5, -2, 9. We only had 2 more kills overall on the side of 117 not found that game.
That's real. 2. Yeah, I mean, Chris was popping off, dude. There was a lot of momentum going in.
Manager Chris came.
Manager Chris came through with a lot of energy in game 1. That CBR definitely looked good in his hands. I would love to see a game 3 in this scenario. It's gonna have to be a very convincing defending 5 rounds in a row. If you could take 4, you might guarantee yourself a game 3, but anything less, you're going to be in a very difficult, attacking, which I haven't seen a lot of their search and destroy on firing range in particular. But with the lack of Mojito, who has shown that he can clutch, 1v1s, 1v2s, with him not being in the mix, and Boot also not being in the mix, I don't really have an assessment on how Chris and who is their Star Ricker isn't the one who starts though, or Gracie. I don't know. They flip back and forth. I just don't know. It's gonna have to be convincing they're on the defense. You got to start off these first 5 rounds right.
Well, we are just waiting on Cosmos to get ready up. Also, something I noticed earlier that I don't think I connected the dots on this season so far is that Gracie is Candolph.
Yeah, that's Candolph. We got that info in qualifiers.
Never connected. Gotta be honest. I'm just a dumbass, I guess. I'm gonna tell you, dude. Jumped in, I was like, oh, Candolph's in the VC. Oh, makes sense. So,
well, dumbass or
we'll
not,
see.
Here we go. Game number 2. Well, definitely with dumbass. You're not going anywhere today. I know you said you were handing in your resignation earlier. I rejected it.
I try on a weekly basis, and B usually doesn't let me quit. So
yeah, B's pretty consistent. Right now, we're gonna see how consistent this Illuminati team is because we're in firing range. It is scorching hot outside right here. You can see the A push coming through. A long, super sweaty. Gore actually is the first casualty. Cosmos is going to find first blood. And Cosmos has not been a key player in this roster, but he's making some key plays here early on. Now it's a Karma finding Gracie, and already looking at a very, very lackluster defense off the bat. This is going to be Starricker in a 1v4. If he clutches it, it's an ace. If he does it, he tried. Oh my.
Well, definitely some good shots coming through there. Starricker able to pick up one. It's looking at a 1v3 at this point. 20 seconds on the clock. You got to find 3 kills and a defuse. Not feeling super confident for Starricker here, especially after he takes a couple shots, but this is going to be round 1 going over to the side of 117 not found.
Yeah, 10 seconds left. 3 players all converging on his location. Cosmo's heading for the hills. Jazz gets some smoke. The Fennec is absolutely viable, but Cosmo, who gets the bomb plant and first blood, gonna find the last kill to go along with it, and we're starting things off on the wrong foot. Now, granted, this is just the first round. Illuminati, you fell like flies. I need you to regroup. I need you to find a way to pick up at least 3 of these defending rounds.
Well, we're gonna see as things continue here with 10 seconds into our next round, and you can definitely see how spread out we have the side of Illuminati here. They're trying to cover both bomb sites, and I think shortly here after Bison gets that information, we should start to see the rotation come in, and sure enough, Gracie pulls out the boxing gloves to get some movement going. General Gore going to open things up with the first blood on to Cosmos. It is going to bring things to a 4 versus 5 in favor of Illuminati, but Lucky, like we mentioned, just a consistent sniper here in Europe, to go ahead, get that refrag on General Gore, who was our player to watch for Illuminati for this series. And, well, it's not going to be great, but Gracie, a.k.a. Candolph, taking down Jazz. Might be able to find Karma here, too.
Yep. Lucky absolutely just not missing anything once this bomb goes down. Chris going to find one in Karma. Now we've got a 2v3. The player advantage. Oh, Chris, manager homie. You popped off with the CBR. You pop it off with the DLQ. You find a way to get this next round, and we've got a 1-for-1. It's some solid shots coming through. I was just talking about how Lucky wasn't missing, bro. Why is Chris not sniping every round? That was some... That was a decent shot to put on one of the bomb head or the car head glitches that just I didn't think he was gonna hit.
Well, manager no more. Chris coming through as a sniper talent for the team. Lucky and General Gore both get hit markered there. They will survive to take another gunfight, but who's gonna find the kill shot next time around is the real question. No first blood yet. 30 seconds has burned on through. Do have all tied up 1-1 after a good round from Illuminati, and hopefully we'll get to see some more life out of them. We want that game at 3 to happen, especially after we've been watching and cheering on this Illuminati team for so long this season. Chris gonna open up with one on the Cosmos.
Big shot. Bomb carrier's down. Cosmos is going to be able to get picked up. The bomb is, and that's Karma looking to make that rotation over to the A long site. But a little uncertainty here for 117 not found. They wanted to peek that B long area, the jungle site. A long has been bread and butter for them. As a matter of fact, Lucky, who just has General Gore's number all day, every day right now, is going to find him there yet again now. Lucky. Gonna lose Karma. Jazz able to get Star Ricker. The Renetti comes out, finds one. It's a 2v2. Bomb still not playing. Our 3v2. Dark Wizard goes ahead and gets the D done. Now we've got a 1-1 split as Bison's able to find Lucky. That's a big kill there for Bison. He finds 2. Looking for the 3rd. Jazz all the way A long. He's on the burnt car. Rotations through. 28 seconds on the clock. There's only time that Jazz can play. He can't peek this. Oh, yeah, he can. Never mind.
Well, Jazz finds one. Is now looking for the other gunfight. Takes down Chris as well. And that round was looking really good for the side of Illuminati, especially after Gracie confirmed bomb on A. He got the kill on the bomb carrier. But unfortunately, the 2v1 just not going to happen. And it feels kind of bad for Bison because Bison was kind of roasting that round. And we'll have to see if they can maybe pull it back together and tie things up once again. The first round was obviously in favor of 117 not found. We had a big answer back by Illuminati, and it was looking like maybe they can take the advantage, but just couldn't quite find it. And Gracie probably lucky to be alive right now.
Yeah, very lucky indeed. Does get control of trailer, though, as you can see. Gore, 1-2 punch there. He's right there on the barrel site looking for the push through a long. Not going to find anybody home. Lucky, again, is probably not the player that Gore needs to be contesting. He's died 3-4 times, make it 5. As I'm taking a look at it, we haven't even played 5 rounds.
How do you die 5 times?
Look. I was obviously capping, and you didn't even allow me to follow up and give myself a little bit of redemption. Chris gonna drop early there too. Gracie on the refrag, but it's a 2-for-1, and it's in favor of the side of 117 not found. Make it a 3-for-1. Starricker and Bison. We'll see if they can pop off here. The trailer wallbang spot still absolutely magnificent there, as Starricker is going to find that shot through. Bison's going to find one in the back. And we've got a good old-fashioned 2v2 with 35 seconds left on the clock. The retake needs to be swift. I don't think these guys are playing their 2s as well as they should, but we'll see if the pinch pays off. Cosmos going to find one. Starricker now in a 1v2. This is looking damn near impossible. Yeah, that slow peek wasn't it, homie.
Lost that round, but it's not over yet. Ready up.
You're muted, by the way.
Enemy has dropped the bomb.
Call. I lean against this button way too often, but yeah, I mean, you're right. That slow peek against Lucky on a bomb head glitch. Nah. I don't care who you are. That's a 90% chance to fail, and sure enough, Lucky finds the shot to close the round out. I'm hoping that we don't see Illuminati go down this far. Starricker, there's a free kill right in front of you. Bro, oh my god, he missed it! Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh, pain and suffering.
When you look at search and destroy games like this, so massive, one kill like that can certainly come back to haunt you. The trophy system's going to save. Karma, who's up top, looking to be a devious demon himself. Now he's going to have all eyes on him. As you can see, 2 players focused up. Gracie going to bite the bullet. He is one-shot. Bison going to get taken down by Cosmos. The bomb plant is going to be coming through any second now. As I can see him, he is sticking it. Chris able to find one now. Dark Wizard's out. Oh, my. Chris, he's all one. Gore, where you at, homie? I know you're the typical sniper in this scenario, but right now you are getting out-sniped, and it ain't even close. Lucky, get headshot. Cosmos, you want the smoke? Get it too, homie. We got a 1v1. Bomb is planted. 25 seconds left on the clock. Karma, don't you peek it. Chris, if you clutch this, this is a ace for you, my guy, and a god-tier ace indeed. Shot's not going to hit. Karma's still looking to play time. Bomb plant. Oh, one shot. He's got to push it. No! The 1-1, the 1911 just doesn't hit white. Got to have a Renetti in that sense. Oh!
Well, that was pretty close for Chris there, but couldn't quite find it. He does have 7 on the board right now. Not quite top fragging for the lobby. That's Lucky with 10 and 3, but definitely top fragging for the team and is second in the lobby. So manager Chris putting in some good work right now. Doesn't ever want to be called a manager by Verdict again, clearly, but
too bad.
Well, too bad. Drops 35 and 27 in the hard point. It's got 7 and 4 on board on the losing side for Search and Destroy and Verdict. Still just won't give this man credit, chat. Flame him! Burn him at the stake!
Yep, Lucky just absolutely doing lucky things right here. 11 kills on board, finds first blood. He's just been so impressive in this Search and Destroy. He was impressive in the hardpoint too. Bro had 41 kills on board, just looked like a demon. Now, Gore, it's on you, homie. You lost Chris, you've lost Bison. Gracie and Starricker have 5 and 3 respectively, but Gore, I need you to step up, homie. You've got 1, a breadstick. You're lucky if you make it to Olive Garden at this point. Cosmos gonna find one shot comes through. It is not gonna miss, though. Gore finally able to pick up his second. Is that enough for a dub, though? I don't think so. Oh, my. I missed that one, but I'm sure it was quite lucky. A little bit of revenge on luck there. Karma's going to find one, and that is going to leave Gore with 35 seconds on the clock in a 1v3, and it's not looking doable. Yep, Dark Wizard. That's tough.
Lost that round, but it's not over yet. Ready up.
Well, Match point for the side of 117 not found. We saw a lot of life early for the side of Illuminati, but it has just fallen apart for them. Bison sitting on 3 and 6 right now. Gore, one of the players we were mentioning to watch out, especially with the sniper, not having the performance we expect, but you know, does open up with first blood on the Dark Wizard this round. Does a 5-round comeback happen?
It's possible.
I don't know, but
we've seen it before. We've seen it
Yeah?
in NA often, but we're not in NA. We're across the pond. This is EU now. The 117 not found, showing why they are one of the better search and destroy teams in this quarterfinal, semifinal matchups today. Certainly not disappointing. Lucky, just good night, bro. It is. You light him up, he knocks him down. Bro is a freak of nature. Finds his 12th there, and that evens things out. 4v4. Make it a 3v4 now as Chris drops yet again. And we're looking at Bison, Gracie, and Star Ricker. You got anything left in you? If so, you need to pull it out now because guess what? This round, this is match point, game point. Gracie finds one. Lucky just, oh my god, bro. 14
man,
board.
not quite a kill record, but I mean, for 7 rounds, 14 kills on the board is solid for Lucky, and well, you just can't argue with the results right now. It's Cosmos and Lucky who are a combined total of essentially 19 and 9 up against Gracie, who's sitting on a 5 and 5. So I'm not feeling super confident. Maybe the 1v2 clutch comes through here, but at this point, with the way 117 not found have been playing, I think we're really just grasping for straws for Illuminati. Is it possible to have the 5-round comeback? Sure, of course it is, but with just how much Lucky is popping off right now, yeah, Gracie gonna fall to Cosmos, and the 6-1 does come through for the side of 117 not found.
Yeah, very unfortunate timing there for him. He goes for the bomb plant on B. Cosmos, for just lack of better words, had a brilliant play. Let's play for information. Throws an 8, and he got more than he expected. Got the hit marker. One shot. Gracie not able to recover. Ego Chows pays the price. We've got a 6-1 win in favor of the side of 117 not found. That is a 2-0. They're going to be moving on to face off against Nova. Got to give a huge shout out, though, to the guys over at Illuminati. We love to see these, not lower tier teams, but these teams that show up and progressively get better through the season. You know, come through and hand us some great games to cast. The hardpoint was, I mean, it was epic. Just not enough to take down the likes of the 117 not found team. And Day, I think we mentioned it last night, when this Spanish Connection roster is absolutely on their A game, it is so damn hard to take them off the top. Now, that's going to be an interesting matchup later on, a best of 5 with Nova and 117 not found. But we'll get to that path when we cross it now, as we're going to get geared up for our second series. So overall, how are we digging this this first matchup?
I mean, I think it was pretty solid. Again, I think for Illuminati specifically, having come all the way from qualifiers to make it into the quarterfinals to play off against a team like 117 not found, especially with how much closer the skill gap is here in Europe as compared to North America or LATAM, I don't think you walk away from this season disappointed. I think this team is really in a great position that, you know, they're out here this time, but next season, we'll see.
You know what? I'm reading in chat. I wish quarters were best of 5. We were saying that right before the series started.
Bro,
we are
chat,
100% on board with that.
Go tweet Bobby. Just
tell
go
him.
Tweet Bobby. Tell him, make quarterfinals best of 5, please.
There we go.
And you know, get him a just metric shit ton of impressions. And yeah, we'll hope for maybe some better next season. But this is what we got for you here. I fully agree. Especially, hear me out. I think the rule set is way more competitive this season.
Yeah.
I didn't have complaints last season that the quarterfinals are best of 3 because the rule set was just very, very bland. And the meta was very, very bland at that point too. Now we obviously have had a strong Type 25 meta, but the reintroduction of weapon bans, you know, we see you jump into a game and there's 5, 6, 7 different weapons being used, right? So
There you go.
I'm digging it. If the games are going to be this exciting and we're going to have an actual competitive meta rule set, I'm absolutely down for that best of 5. Before last season, dude, I was just like, this game doesn't matter to me. Let's get to the next one. So we'll see.
That's pretty much summarizes every time I ever watched the Holger Shorty meta. It was just, you know what? I get it. You know, it was just heavily abused, and it should have been because the guns were too OP. You know, but now we're in an era where we're kind of like in limbo. The roadmap hasn't been paved just yet for COD Mobile majors and anything that's, you know, around the corner. It's surely going to come, but while we're in that little bit of limbo space, let's tweak things that we want to see, you know, come into play. And why not while we have a little bit of time? So, speaking of time, we're actually going to run through the bracket real quick and take a short intermission to get our next series on head, as we can take a look at it here. If you're just now joining us, you just missed an epic 2-0 from 117 not found over Illuminati. Illuminati, keep your chin up on me. You put up a hell of a series, and he did it on the backs of having a manager, Chris, in the lineup, who, by the way, is absolutely goated. I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys bring to the table next season. Certainly going to be looking forward to seeing, you know, what you bring to the table in tournaments to come. Before then, see how you can improve. Do whatever you got to do. But right now, we're looking at Nova Esports and 117 not found on the top side of the semifinals. They're going to be the best of 5 after this next matchup, which is the quarterfinals matchup, FN420 and Anarchy. The winner of that series is going to be moving on to face off against Animus. We've got a epic, at least 3 more series ahead of us. So, guys, don't go anywhere. We're going to hear a quick message from COD Mobile. Take a short intermission, get this lobby set up, get the teams in. We will be right back after that. And our quarterfinal second matchup of the night is certainly right ahead of us. It's FN420 versus Anarchy. Best of 3 looking pretty solid. I wish it was a best of 5, but guys, we can't change rules in real time. Now, what we are going to be looking at, though, is a pretty solid matchup. What could have been in a best of 5 would have been a lot more elite, but we're going to have to settle for a best of 3 right now. So I know I'm going to continue to, poke at the best of 3 fun, but guys, let's be real about it. Best of 5s are way more superior when it comes to, quarterfinals matchups. And right now, we're only going to be able to settle for that best of 3 rotation, where as I'm looking at it, we're going to start things off with a little bit of standoff hardpoint. Is that right? We just saw standoff hardpoint. Nonetheless, we're going to see it again. Crossfire, search and destroy for game number 2. Game 3, not promised. May not get to see that summit domination, but if we do, I'm all on hands for it. FN420 have opted to ban the Hackney Yard hardpoint, one of the maps that I feel to be a little more enjoyable to watch for hardpoint, but nonetheless, they don't want to play it, so Type 25 is well banned. Anarchy, hardpoint, takeoff banned, as well as the Kilo. And Day, I know you're in the middle of a game, but what are your thoughts? Best of 3 looks pretty solid. We're looking at a pretty even matchup, are we not?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, these are 2 teams that have been impressive all season long. Obviously, we saw some pretty big changes early on for the side of Anarchy. They came through and they took down Animus, which I think most people were not expecting to be the case. And then, they had this giant roster change, right? They lost 60% of their roster. And, that's all fine and dandy because, honestly, the new roster has showed up and showed out, right? So got to give them credit where credit is due, and hopefully we'll just have a good matchup here between these 2 teams.
Yep, we are ready to rock and roll. Looks like we're making mention of who's going to show up and who's not. Well, we got Patron X, we've got Nev, Genius, Onord, Darox. It's going to round out the starting 5 for the side of Anarchy. And on the Gorilla Squad, the red team, it's going to be Balance, Lydia, Viri, Mari, and Faints. This is basically XOXO, but with Viri and Mari in the mix. I don't know if you guys remember XOXO. I know you do. I'm just tossing it out.
Oh,
there.
yeah. Yeah, after that stage 3, or stage, or no, that was Masters, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a Masters performance, bro. They were the legend killers. They were the original legend killers here at EU, and right now, we're going to get a little taste of, you know, Anarchy on FN 420 Violence. We're going to start things off with that hardpoint standoff. Predictions. I know you mentioned who shows up for Anarchy. They only have 5 players, by the way. So there's nobody else that could have. Go ahead and change that. If Patron shows up like I know he's capable of doing, Anarchy certainly have a, you know, an opportunity to take down this FN 420 team, right?
Oh, absolutely. This could go either which way. I would say overall FN 420, I think, you know, they've been together longer. I would say arguably they have some more top tier skill. That's not at all to say anything bad about the side of Anarchy, because again, even after the major roster changeup that we saw from them, you know, they continued to come through and play every weekend. One of the biggest things to me has been their communication. You know, we jump into comms and they're kind of all there slaying out, right? But we've specifically heard callouts for players not playing with the team and in very close matchups for that, right? I think one of the biggest callouts is, you know, no discredit to Derox or anything, but, you know, we jumped into their comms one day and like 3 or 4 players had to be like, hey, yo, Derox, come on, play with the team. Yeah, exactly. So we'll have to see what they bring to the table here, because they're an incredibly skilled team. Obviously, they made it all the way here to the quarterfinals, but they're going up against a team that just does not mess around, despite their name.
There we go. Well, I just saw Balance come through. He's super excited about jumping into this series. He went ahead and dropped 5 subs. Dude, hit me up in messages. Hey, I'll drop 50 subs if you can get operators banned. I'm like, bro, can you believe this? I know he was kidding, but then I was like, Day, you know, Day got 50 subs for doing literally nothing other than promising.
Sort of.
Man,
but I didn't.
Now.
You did. You did.
My ass will twerk for as long as my ass can twerk if someone gifted 50 subs. All right? I'm just saying. I won't hesitate.
Put the disclaimer in here, because,
no disclaimer,
listen.
bro. I will twerk my sweet little fanny off.
All right, chat.
For 50
you got
subs.
it. 50 subs,
All
vertical
right.
twerk.
There you go. All right. Enough twerking around. We're going to get geared up for it. Got a very, very sweaty matchup ahead of us. And again, it's going to be that hardpoint standoffs where we're going to be starting things off with all 5 players are green check marks across the top, green check marks across the bottom. Let's fire it up, baby. Come on. There we go. On point. Like a box cutter, baby.
Like a box cutter. Well, we're getting into the action here, and definitely going to be looking at the matchup at hand, as FN 420, again, my opinion, a little bit stronger of a team, a lot more consistent of a team. But Anarchy, a team that has come through and, you know, showed that they're here to ball. Obviously, you can't argue with the talent of Patron or Onur, Nev, Genius, Derox. Like, these are 2 really top-tier teams facing off, and this is just the quarterfinals.
Quarterfinals indeed. Now, as we see P1 out in the open here, courtside. About to be a graveyard right now, as you can see it. It is predominantly all of FN 420, but the break comes through. Onur finds 3 in the feed. He's going to be able to get the break. Derek's there to help out on the objective. No need to tell homie, hey, get in here. He's already on it. And you can see it right now. Split score. Back and forth affair, though. The advantage now going to be slightly in favor of the side of Anarchy. Balance looking for the contest. Fury looking for the slide peek. Both trades come through, and the break is right back in favor. As Genius going to be taken out right outside. The perimeter control on point. Bad thing is, spawns for P2 compromise. Looks like the side of Anarchy are going to have that advantage going in, but Derek's wants blood. He's going to find some body shots to go along with it. He's going to find himself smoked himself. So, break does come through. It's 27-20, a little bit more. But P2 sites, 100% in favor of the side of Anarchy.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking for it, and you can see both of these teams are fighting over the spawn. Feint's gonna find a wall bang onto Derox, but Nev comes through with the 2-piece. So Nur takes down Veer, who just picked up a 2 of his own, and Anarchy hold off the push into P2 and are starting to rack themselves up some points. They're racking themselves up some more kills in the feed. and they're going to be taking a bit of an edge here on this P2.
Yeah, it's a big edge, a big chunk of the pie here. First 30 seconds uncontested. They've held the door. Hold the door! And they've done it phenomenally. Right now, Nev looking to hold some points there. Derek's going to be able to get the trade. The objective firmly in the hands of Anarchy, and they are just rocking and rolling here in P2. We saw how much a P2 transition can cost a team later on down the road. The break comes through, 15 seconds of whatever scrap time you can get your hands on is certainly more than what Illuminati was able to get off of that first series that we saw at hand. So P2, heavy implications. Obviously, P4 is your money hill. P3 is another decent rotation. But guess what? The early setup is in. And top blue is looking a lot like top Anarchy right now.
Well, we're going to see Anarchy. They have themselves an 18-point lead, and it's starting to grow. As you mentioned, they made the early rotation over to top blue here, and well, so far they're up in some really decent positions. Feints and pull out the prize fighters, looking at 4-1. Well, able to save his teammate there, but
I saw Feints dude was like traveling the universe just to get that one prize fighter kill, and I know what was going through your head. What is he doing, bro? Is obviously selling.
Well, he had two teammates coming around the corner, right? And I was just like, bro, if his team dies for this, then Feints is trolling. But fortunately, he was able to get the hit. Did burn his TAC 5 to help get the team in. They do make the late break, and well, let me tell you, Anarchy. They had themselves a 50-point lead. It's dwindling a little bit due to the trickle time, but look at these guys. Already rotated over. They're ready for P4. They're looking for more action. Feints is taking shots from behind, forced to rotate Delhi, and 34-point lead at the end of P3. P4 was looking all set up for Anarchy. Well, the break came through for the side of FN420.
It does now. P4 actually going to be held on by a sliver. That is going to be Nev. Big gun kill. Or gunfight right there being taken. In P4, it's a lockdown. Patron going to find 3 in the feed with his Annihilator. The last little bit is going to be taken out. He is going to be traded, but the damage is done. If FN420 is going to rely solely on scrap time, they're in for a rude awakening because this map is not built for scrap time. You need to get those early hill rotations. You need to get those breaks early. You need to be in that hill by at least 30 seconds in order to keep up. And right now, the side of Anarchy, they're holding the dominance. They're holding the fort down. And P2, P3, P4, all dubs for them. They even managed to pick up 20-plus points off the rip on P1. So with that energy rock and rolling, the break comes through for P4, but it's day late, dollar short. We're going to go in for a quick listen-in to see how this P1 reset comes through and how the side of Anarchy are able to maintain their lead.
Daily.
Enemy contact.
They lost to
On Diddy, back Diddy.
Go, one top market, two market.
Tom market is yes, he jumped it out.
I'm gonna push spawns,
What's Granny pushing in right now?
The factory.
One mid.
Shoot that.
Bottom grandma.
Bottom. Daily.
Play for spawn.
I play for statue.
Broken, go, I need help.
Guy on broke is weak.
Genius.
Daily side. Listen me.
One, broken. Daily side. Go next. Listen to me, go next. Listen to me, go next.
Let's go.
Nice.
One, bottom granny.
I'll smoke bottom granny, I'll smoke back. I'll smoke back.
Bottom granny.
One dead.
Watch it. Watch it. Nice.
Back factory there.
Nice. Rotate, they're spawning blue now. Rotate.
Dead grandma.
Take gas, genius. One gas.
Gas dead.
We can start, we have 4.
I play gas, stick inside.
Yeah.
I have top. Oh, they didn't mean market.
Yeah, they gas.
One bottom granny, guys.
So boys, I'm gonna see you with this one. Two market.
Might as well play with my second.
Oh, market boys.
Bomb grannies.
Oh, bottom.
Front door weak. I'm joining you, Gnef. Stick alive.
Top grandma dead. On back grandma.
I like that, bro.
I go.
You know what? I gotta say it, dude. Anarchy are just wailing away As you can see, the lead just getting way out of hand. P2 break, just like the first time around. Nothing there. The break comes through. Scrap time, 15 seconds or less. Not enough. You can't rely on scrap time on this map alone. And Day, you heard the comms? I think it was Genius who said, forget it. I'm just going to use my secondary from now on. How accurate was that, though? He held down gas station single-handedly with a Renetti.
Yeah, I mean, he was absolutely cracked over there, and honestly, this has been a heck of a match for Anarchy. They've got themselves a 80-point lead. They're looking to get control back of top blue. They go ahead and make that break in. Now looking at 90 points. Genius is looking for that rotation in from window, but feints on the head glitch on the tank here with the SKS is a deadly threat. Genius throwing a grenade over, but hops right up into feints once again, and Patron coming through. Nice Annihilator shot off the heady there.
Oh, baby.
Taking the lead.
Big
Yo,
break comes
Anarchy
through, but the
flying.
retake just absolutely uncanny. 30 seconds was left and up for grabs, and you see Greedy Derek's playing the objective, contesting, just being a demon in his own. Genius there to help out the bottom side. Veery pulling out the Annihilator, making sure they get the upper hand here in this P4 rotation. Gonna find a big kill there, but they have yet to have any kind of spark early on. They've been just obliterated from the objective. Fade's picking up yet again. Not necessary scrap time. Does pop the TAC 5, but look where everybody's at for the side of FM420. They're getting outplayed. They're getting out-rotated. They're getting outgunned. They are just not looking like the FM420 that we expected to see here in this quarterfinals matchup.
Yeah, I mean, I'm right there with you, and, you know, how have we not talked about Onur yet? Sitting at 30 and 14, top fragging for the lobby. And, you know, you were mentioning it, you know, the kills are just in favor of the side of Anarchy. That's just a matter of fact. The rotations are solid. Derox, you know, he may have got called out from his team either last week or the week before that, you know, he needs to play with the team and not just be slaying. You know, dude heard his team loud and clear. 136 on the hill, still got 19 kills on the board. You know who doesn't have time on the hill? Patron, who I think was the most vocal about him not being with the team. So
the irony, but hey, guess what? It's working out. You get Derox in the mix. He's playing the objective. He's got 136 seconds, roughly 2 minutes and 16 seconds. I mean, you can't argue with those kind of results. The P4 break comes through, but only 4 points are needed here for the side of Anarchy. You know what that means? That means every hill needs to be stacked with FN420 players moving forward. And right now, I don't see that being possible. Courtyard is a beast of its own. Balance going to be able to rock the lightning strike, but look at it. There are only 2 seconds needed. He can't even get on the objective by himself. He's going to be taken out by his on cluster strike. And without any reinforcements, that's going to be it. P1 ending 250 to 155. That is an L. The biggest L you could take on a hardpoint standoff I have ever seen from this FN420 squad.
yeah, I mean, I definitely. So we have some inside information, right?
Okay. I'm
and I don't want to take anything away from how well Anarchy played, because Anarchy played great. But very, very, very early on, like right at the beginning of the game, Veer did use a Type 25. He called himself out for it in chat.
Okay.
He admitted that he did
that.
it. So I do kind of have to wonder how much effort they were putting in. Right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I feel like, obviously, it's still a big match. You're going to come through and play. They obviously admitted, you know, that they did wrong and that they were going to stay in the match for the showing. And that's all fine and dandy. So, you know, we appreciate them for doing that. But again, I think when you start the game off with, oops, guys, I'm using the Type 25 and it's banned, there's probably a pretty heavy morale drop-off, right? So, again, that's not at all to take away anything from the side of the way Anarchy played, because their rotations were solid. They were winning their gunfights. Not even sure the Type 25 issue is a thing. But I just felt like it is at least worth pointing out, because I'm sure someone in chat saw it too and was going to call him out. No, literally, as soon as it happened, right at the beginning of the game, they said what happened. You know, they're not trying to hide nothing. But either way, Anarchy come through with the win anyway.
I mean, that's an even worse L than seeing that game being played out to its fullest. I mean, I respect the fact that they stayed in the lobby and they tried to keep it close, but I mean, taking an L on the backs of a DQ and a best of 3, you're already down a map even before it starts. That's tough. That is super tough. 250, 155. Doesn't matter. The DQ comes through. I obviously was trying to tune into the matchup, give you guys the best, play-by-play that I could. Best commentary available. And obviously, I don't read chat. I don't read Discord. I don't do any of that. I'm not trying to be distracted. And I'm a bot, obviously. I did want to give a shout-out to B, though, who came through with 2 gifted subs prior to the game starting. So big shout out to B.
That's 2 subs closer to Verdict twerking, chat.
No, I need 50 subs gifted all in one bundle. Okay, I don't need 50 spread out. I need 50 gifted subs on the map in order for me to twerk. That's not negotiable.
All right. I tried to tell you to put that disclaimer in there earlier, and you were like, "No disclaimer needed, bro."
Yo,
listen,
that's
how you got me in trouble on Thursday.
Well, I'm me and you're you, so
thrown under the bus by Verdict and chat.
Well, guess what? You know who's gonna be thrown under the bus this next game? I hope it's not Veery, because we got a bus station crossfire that's about to take place. Bus station's a huge point of interest in this map. Obviously, it has everything to do with that B bomb site and who can get there and do it safely and do it better, as that's going to be the deciding factor if we do see a game 3 here, which is, again, that Summit Domination. I mentioned it earlier. We are not guaranteed that game 3. The Type 95 is indeed, or Type 25, not 95. That's the Black Ops 2 gun that I absolutely loved using. Did you ever use a Type 95? You probably don't remember.
Yeah.
It was the Burst. It was
yeah,
by far one of my most favorite Black Ops. Oh no, that was Modern Warfare 3 guns.
Yeah, Modern Warfare 3. It was the Burst FAMAS.
Yeah. That gun was OP as hell. We don't have any burst metas here in COD Mobile though, so unless you're talking about the SKS, which is not really a burst, it's, you guys get what I'm saying. There's no kind of like, why do we not see an M16 meta? Why do we not see a Shika meta? We'll never see a Shika meta.
Didn't we have an M16 meta at one point?
No, we never had no M16. There was never an M16 meta. There was a viable M16 option where people used it, and you had a little bit of leeway with it, but it was super difficult to pull off. I don't think we'll ever see a M16 meta in COD Mobile though. Never say never though, as when metas come around though, it makes pretty much all of their guns useless. We'll see what's useful here is FN 420. They can't afford any more mistakes. That first one handed to by Veer. He was very respectful in chat. I appreciate you for coming through, and obviously you guys knew it before I knew it. I just need to stop taking L's and start reading chat during the game and say forget.
No, dude, that's my job as the co-caster here today. You're obviously running all of the production, so I'll be the one, keeping my eye out in chat.
There we go. Appreciate that. We are geared up now. Search and Destroy Crossfire for the 3rd time around. As I've said it is going to be played regardless. Green check marks all across the top. Just need balance to ready up. Big L to take off of a game 1 that really is make or break at this point. You lose this next game, you lose out on any opportunity to win any kind of money, be it a bronze matchup or a grand finals. This is also why best of 5s are better. You can afford to have one blunder like this and it be almost okay.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's kind of the rough spot, right? Because for this matchup specifically, I would have thought that FN 420 for sure wins the hard point, and then it's a toss-up from there, and a reality that Anarchy could win the Search and Destroy. Well, we're going into the Search and Destroy with Anarchy up, so
yeah.
Again, I don't know how much the morale hit played a factor in that, but again, when one of your players starts the game by saying, GG guys, I DQ'd us, you have to imagine there's going to be at least a fair degree of, well, do we really, sweat and try our best here just to lose?
Well, you know what? Sweat or not here, Balance going to be sweating next round because Darox, he's sweating this round. He's got 2, but is finally going to be taken down. Lydia on the 1-for-2 trades. Oh, my. Genius. Hey, nice to meet you. Staircase, not safe. Big kills coming through. Fade's going to find one on the back end there. That's going to give the 3-2 trade player advantage in favor of the side of FN 420, and already off to a great start here. Patron with his SKS. He's the lone wolf. Can he make something happen here? The bomb's going to go down, so he's going to have 45 seconds to do so. Pressure's high. Obviously, they have a little bit of a cushion with that 1-game advantage, but Never want to see a game 3 if you are up 1-0.
Get down, sniper. Smoke out.
Well, right now, Patron, the player I told you that needed to be here and needed to perform, going to be the last alive. It does get dropped by Feints, and that is going to be Anarchy now down around 117, not sorry, FN 420. Yeah,
FN 420.
Listen,
117 not down,
I was looking at chat, and someone said something that just put 117 in mind, and I messed up. Yeah, so FN 420 do pick up the first round here, and definitely got to be expected. This is the offensive side for Crossfire. Does tend to be a little bit stronger for Search and Destroy, so we're hoping to see a strong half out of the side of FN 420 here. Obviously, you know, we could still absolutely see the 2-0 come through in favor of Anarchy if they're able to keep everything together. We do have smokes down. Bomb is pushed up. Balance. Now going for that bomb plant. Oh, Nur gonna miss a key shot onto Lydia.
Oh,
This is one on the balance too. Yeah, that's rough.
That is rough. You line up the crosshairs. You're not able to get the shots to hit. Those 2 kills could come back to haunt you in this round in Search and Destroy. They do it all too often. Bomb's been planted. The hard work's done. Veery handling 1, handling 2. He is on a bit of a rampage. Saw how he threw in game 1. Obviously, he didn't mean it. And we cut him some slack. Feints gonna get contested right here. Is gonna get taken down. Nev, my God. Mike Tyson? No, he's gonna get taken down now. It's gonna be a 1v3. Oh, Noor. Oh my, those shots just not in, bro. That's tough. Quarter building, or not quarter building, but middle building. Not gonna be safe. Gets taken down on the transition up the staircase. Regardless, it was only 5 seconds on the clock, so nothing he could really have done there. So 2 rounds, very convincing here for the side of FN 420. Can they keep up that same energy now, as they need a game 2 win in order to stay alive?
Smoke out.
Well, they're up 2-0 again. The position you'd like to be in for an offense Crossfire, but Feints and Veer opening things up. Genius does get a refrag, but immediately gets taken down by Mare. Onur is going to find the extra onto Feints. It's now a 2v3, looking a little bit more doable. Nev going to take down Lydia. We're now all tied up 2-2. Bomb is in the hands of Mare, who actually might be looking for potentially an A plant here. Onur now pushing up, might rotate right into Mare.
Big kill.
Gonna get taken down, and now it's a 1v1.
Yeah, big kill there for Mare as we were taking a look at it. A side push, probably not the strat, but you know, at this point, if it works, it works. Right here, 2 rounds in a row do go in favor of them. If the B bus station site compromised, they get that bomb plant down. You know, all the hard work's done right here. Now we're looking at a completely different beast. And Nev knows where he's at. As you can see, Crosshair's placed right on that A bomb site. Bomb's gonna, or Nade's gonna come along with it. Forces him out. That is gonna be Nev clutching it up in the first round now in favor of Anarchy. They have a 1-0 lead. Certainly can close the series out with another dub here. And a very convincing, and I'm somewhat kind of scratching my head. What happened there for FN 420?
The enemy has the bomb.
Well, just a good round for Anarchy there. Again, we started off with 2 picks for the side of FN 420, but they were quickly answered back by the side of Anarchy. Derox takes a bullet there, but is going to survive. Veer up top. A little bit of a gunfight with Onur, and dude, gotta say, Onur, usually cracked with the sniper. Ain't it today. Just honestly ain't it today. I've seen him miss more shots than I think I've ever seen him miss in like a week's worth of games, let alone 4 rounds of Search and Destroy. So you know, hopefully he'll step it up and give us some good competition. First blood and second blood come through for FN 420.
Feints hitting some sweet shots there in the corner building. Holding off one of those notorious spots that I think Karma does it the best, but right now Karma's he's on the upper side of the bracket. Oh, Noor finally able to seal a few right there. He finds 2, but is it enough? 17 seconds left on the clock. Time is slowly coming to a dwindle here. Lydia's going to be contested. Lydia's going to get danced right around, and I don't know what Onur was doing there, but certainly not enough time here for Patron to clutch up. Regardless, Battle's going to find the last 2, and that is going to be a 3-1 lead. Now extending, but this is the side of the map in which you want to be able to, you have to have, you know, a 3-1 lead. You're looking for a 4-1 if possible. If you're perfect 5-0, but that A-side push a few rounds back, obviously that was not the play, but... Oh my, Variant Fates putting 2 on ice there. That DLQ Holiday skin certainly making an appearance here in this 5th round. And 2 big kills and another A-side push. Why?
Yeah, I mean, the A-side push is always a risky call here in Search and Destroy Crossfire, and, well, you can definitely see why, but fortunately for the side of FN420, they're able to capitalize a little bit. Of course, you know, I call out Onur for missing so many shots, and all of a sudden, dude's got 7 on board. Left alone in the 1v2 versus Lydia and Balance. The bomb is planted, 35 seconds on the clock. There's definitely an opportunity where Onur could clutch this up here, especially if he's feeling a little bit more warmed up. Maybe your first couple rounds were just that, warm-up rounds, right? And rotates over, gets taken down by Balance. In the 4-1 lead in favor of FN420, who are going to be on the defense now, but they are in a good position, and they're looking to send us to that game 3.
Yeah, try to be a little unpredictable. The A-side plant does pay off that round, but it got very... It got way too close. It was a 5v3, and it instantly turned into a 3v3. Onur finally going to find a few more shots of his own there. Is going to take down Balance. And it's very hard to be creative on a map like this when B is just... I mean, there's no question about it. Regardless of how creative or how, you know, inconsistent you can be at B, it is such an easier transition. And right now, the transition over to this B site is faring very well off the rip. It's going to be Anarchy with the bomb plant. It's going to reduce the clock down to 42 seconds. Now we're going to see how the defense of this bomb is going to be played out now. You got 2-player advantage, 35 seconds left on the clock. Lydia, Mar, and Feints need to be flawless. Feints finds the demon in the lobby. But Genius, demon of his own. He's going to be traded, though. Now it's going to be Feints in a 1v3. This is a tough situation for him to be in. 20 seconds left.
Well, 1v3, I just don't see it happening for Feints here, especially with time starting to expire. 10 seconds to go, needs to find 3 kills and a defuse. Can't even find the first onto Darox, and got some life showing for the side of Anarchy here. It'd be a long, hard-fought 4 more rounds that they need, and they don't have a ton of room to give, so this is largely going to be based on the teamwork that Anarchy bring to the table, what they're able to give us. Onur being warmed up all of a sudden at 9 kills. I mean, again, we were looking at him with I think 1 kill in round 1 and 1 kill in round 2, and you know he's been putting up multiple every round since. So
yeah, well, we've got trades coming through 2 for 1 this time around. Bomb hasn't been planted yet, so we'll see if this 3v4 can pan out here for FN420. Again, they are down a game in the series on the backs of a DQ. Genius just hops right off the staircase and gets Lace. Balance, able to find the shots there with a P90. In the back, one other player does get taken down. I think that was Lydia, but Nev looking for this bomb play. He's looking to deal with the pest on the outside, though. That's Balance, and a little trickery back and forth. Waiting for the push, anticipating it. Balance. Oh my, big gunfight, and look at the bomb. It's compromised right here on the outskirts of Delhi. Feints playing very aggressive, and it pays off. Takes down Darox. Shoes are on the other foot now. Onur in a 1v2. If anybody could do it after being warmed up, he's 10 kills deep. I certainly have a lot of faith.
that definitely could be the case,
Oh,
but
my.
Feints up top, gonna find him right off the head glitch there, and we're now on match point for the side of FN420, who have bounced back from that loss in the hard point, where, again, they started the game off with Fear getting them DQ'd, and well, they've answered back in a big way here in the Search and Destroy, and again, I would have given FN420 the advantage in the respawns in the first place, so going into a Dom, I'm not super confident for the side of Anarchy, but obviously, Type 25 for like 2 kills at the beginning of the game or not, they won that hard point.
Yeah, they did. Very convinced. Derek's convincing us right here now as he's going to be taken down. The trades are in, 1 for 1. Mari's going to be able to get that one done, and Onur looking for the refrag here. He's got sights on the top quarter building, but Mari not going to give him anything to work with as of yet. So staircase is where he's going to be held. One player down at the low. That's going to be Balance. He is anticipating that push towards the B-bomb. Sure enough, Genius there to cover the angles, but I don't think he's got a sight on Balance, and P90's in both of their hands. It's a toss-up, so The angle of balance is at. I don't think he's going to be able to see. Does give away his location, but balance. My guy. Good shots. Nev looking to get this bomb plant down. He's going to be forced back now. There's 55 seconds left on the clock. This is an L. We're going to a game 3. 2 players left to deal with. Patron. Now the last player alive. He's got an SKS. Finds one. No, he does not. Balance. Good shots. 2, 3 big kills in that last round. 6-2 win. I'm pretty convinced. Solid attack. Even though I'm still shaking my head at the 8 pushes. But it panned out the second time around. We're going to a game 3. Summit domination is right around the corner.
Yep, the 6-2 win comes through for the side of FN420, again, giving us that game 3 that we were hoping out of the first matchup, but didn't quite get. So already turning out to be a little bit better of a series. And, well, that's going to be the case as we continue to roll on through, because the closer we get to the top, you're going to get that top-level competition out of both sides. And I think both of these teams are certainly deserving of making their way to the finals, right? They put in work all season long to get here, but with did have one player skip the kill cam for the side of Anarchy, which is a little rough, but
I was about to ask, did you see what I was seeing? Because that's an F, bro. DQ off the rip for Viri. Going to be countered by someone leaving the lobby early. That's not... Who are we missing?
Derox.
Derox. Bro, come on. You had one job. Just stay in the lobby for, until after. I'm going to wait for an official ruling, but... I mean, from recent history, we all know the rules. You can't skip that kill cam. That's a map, you got to sit out. And is that going to be the case here in this game 3? Day, what are your thoughts?
Well, I mean, it was definitely a well-fought game between both of these teams. Obviously, we had Onur, a little bit of a slow start compared to where he ended, but 10 kills on the board for him. 11 for Feints, though. 8 for Balance, 7 for Veer, and then 5 apiece for Lydia and Mare. Patron, man, he's one of the guys that I called out that, needed to show up for this team because obviously we didn't have him for Thursday. Team didn't look as good then. He's been one of the bigger factors for Search and Destroy and just did not show up to the plate here. 1 kill on board for Patron. So hopefully coming into the domination, they'll bounce back and give us a good showing. And, whoever wins, wins. Whoever gets that dub is going to be moving on to the semifinals.
There we go. And we're just waiting on an official ruling. Obviously, we saw a player skip the kill cam. GG's. That's tough. Also, I want to make a comment about, some of the topics that we were talking about earlier, too, while we're waiting for that official ruling. I completely neglected the fact that the Pharaoh was cracked at one point. Granted, the time it was probably the best viable option was when they released the legendary Pharaoh, which not everybody got. As a matter of fact, it was one of the very first legendary guns introduced to COD Mobile. And I didn't get it, and I hated everyone who used it that did get it. And it was a very, very few select. That was the best time for burst meta in COD Mobile. I knew it got a buff right after the HD nerf, but I still don't think it was, super cracked. I don't think it was, a gun that, was game-changing, or... It still required a lot of skill. It wasn't meta in the sense that your casual player can pick it up and use it and it be 100% solid. So I don't know. We'll figure it out there as we're still waiting for that official ruling. Game 3, not gonna wait. We're gonna see a summit domination, and if they have a 4v5 on their hands, they have a 4v5 on their hands. If you can point fingers, you can point at Viri and you can point at Derox, but obviously Derox move slightly more impacting than it is for Viri, right?
Well, we will see. We do have our sides flipping here, and again, we're gonna wait on the ruling from the admins for that. I just don't know. I don't know, man. I'm hoping for a good game 3. I don't want to see a team lose from from a map
No.
suspension and then being unable to field a fifth. But you know, that's not up to me.
That is not. We're going to wait for the admins to make the call. Obviously, we're in a quarterfinal situation, game 3. A best of 3 in the quarterfinals. Already at an L as it is. If it was a best of 5, we would have seen no harm, no foul and seeing a 4v5 here. But this is, you know, are you in the money opportunity? Are you out? You know, kind of scenario. And it's all lingering based off of one player leaving the lobby.
And this isn't a new rule,
No,
right?
this
Like
isn't a new
this
rule.
is something that's been going on
Yeah.
for seasons, and you know, you'd really you know, hope to see players have got that down by now. I know it's tempting to tap that screen at the end, especially after a loss, but you know, on a competitive aspect, we're not able to show off the talent that you brought to the table. And you know, if you watch other professional mediums, right? Like you watch your CDL or you watch you know, any like the competitor games, like you don't have people dipping out of the lobby before the game's over, right? You know, so if you want this to be potentially a career for you as the scene continues to grow, it's kind of one of those things you just got to get used to. I mean, nothing against Aerox. I mean, again, I get it. Tapping the screen at the end is just, you know, something you get so used to after doing in ranked, but this ain't ranked, homie.
This ain't. This is far from it, as a matter of fact. I think one of the teams that we were discussing last night on the spawn, you know, to call them rank warriors is an understatement. One of the teams that showed up and showed a lot of promise was that Euro Elite team, who, again, joined in late. But when you're talking about teams who showed up and put on a lot on the table towards the end of the season, I am super excited to see them go through qualifiers for next season. I hope they stick together because rank warriors is what they called them. And I think, Zem, what do you say? He said they're, I mean, to call them rank warriors is an understatement because they literally
newly formed
ranked warrior squad. And they showed up and their comms were, I mean, they were elite. Like, they had a massive presence in an IGL. They had a massive presence in coordination and executing. The gun skill, I mean, I think it comes along with it when your team synergy is, you know, on point. You're able to set up and know your role. But I think that team has a lot of promise moving forward if they stick together, as well as Illuminati, who, again, got eliminated earlier. So, in DQ, it's a map suspension for a player if they leave early. And, you know, right now, we're still waiting on that. They're still waiting on that. It is going to be a 1-map suspension. So, 1-map suspension. Super unfortunate. They're trying to get... Okay, they have a 6th player. It's Rondo. I completely forgot about Rondo. How could I forget about Rondo? So, that's going to leave us with... I don't know how much time we're going to have.
You want to just take like a quick 1-2 minute break while we
that'd be perfect time. Yeah, we're going to take a short intermission. Wait for their sub to come through. Give us about maybe 1 or 2 minutes. Give me a time to run to the restroom real quick. So, don't go anywhere, guys. We're going to get geared up for this last game of the best of 3. We shall be right back. Alrighty, chat. We are 100% back, and it does look like we are going to see a game 3. Unfortunately, it's going to be a 4v5, but it's better than nothing. So, Anarchy, it's all on the line here. The map DQ is 100%. So, also, I let you guys know before we went on break, Day had to take a few minutes to put his pants back on.
Nope, we've had him on all day.
Yeah, well, he took his pants right back off just so we could start this series. So, we're all tied up at 1. Game 3, sure enough, is going to be right around the corner. As we mentioned it earlier, it is going to be a Summit Domination. So just a friendly reminder, if you're a visual learner like myself, got it on the screen for you guys to see as well. So 4v5 on a map like this is very tough, right? Super, coming through with the 6 Raiders. Sorry.
4v5 in general at this level of competition is going to be tough, right? We saw some almosts happen, but that's well, you know, another rejoining. Oh no, that's Faints.
Yeah.
Well, this is rough.
Yeah, this is well, you know what? As Plim said earlier, would it be EU if something didn't go tremendously wrong? It would not.
Probably not.
Probably not. No, probably is. Replace that with absolutely, and it would be probably correct. 100% of the time. 99% of the time, it is absolutely right. 100% of the time. And with that being said, there's only 2 players left in the lobby for Anarchy, and I don't know if we're going to see that 3rd matchup. So.
Never joined back up.
A little bit of tomfoolery. I'm digging it. Not really. It's kind of bad for my heart.
Well, hopefully we'll see players funnel in here. I do think we're past the time for them to get their sub Rondo in the mix, so we would be seeing a 4v5 if that was the case. Obviously, that's not what we want, guys, but we've got to follow the rules. If we bend them for one team, we've got to bend them for all of the teams, and that defeats the purpose of it being a rule, right? So,
yep.
And you know, look, I feel for the teams, right? I understand that that is not necessarily entirely their fault. You should be able to skip the kill cam at the end of the game without it taking you off the leaderboards. That is on COD Mobile. That's not on the players. That something like that is a factor. But you know, that's why we have the rule: don't skip the kill cam at the end.
Yep.
It's a couple seconds of your time. You're going to be waiting to get into the next game anyway. It's just a reality.
Well, reality or not, this is an L 3rd game opportunity, and I don't think it's going to be an opportunity for us to see. We got a 1 minute for Anarchy to decide if they're going to 4v5 or it's going to be a forfeit. And I'm sorry this came down to this, guys. You know, I'm not sorry, because this is EU. You guys already anticipate this. So don't be shocked when we are disappointed yet again. And this is why EU can't have nice things. They've got Verdict, which is, I guess, all right. But guys, you're killing me. Okay? This is such a tremendous scene. And it always comes to this point where we've got situations like this where it's riding on the line if we see a game 3 or not. Obviously, I'm exaggerating, but bro, come on. EU, get your act together, homie. Not all teams are like this in EU, but it is always something one way or another.
Yo, Spy coming in saying just start. Bro, let me start this game as a 2v2 with Feints and Balance versus Onur and Patron. I got you.
No, it's just a kill cam. They're doing too much to DQ for that. God, Trovo, you obviously don't know what you're talking about, bro. This has been a rule since the beginning of the season. All right? Rules, if they're broken, they are met with consequences, and the consequences of that is a map DQ. Okay? Doesn't matter if it's the first game of the year or the regular season, or if it's the grand finals that are going to be played on Thursday night. It's going to be met with the same consequence. Okay? That's it. I mean, it's a simple rule. Follow it, or I don't know what else to tell you. All right. So, well, this was not a qualifying team, by the way, guys. This is a team that was.
Preston, did he drop a donut? Oh no.
He might as well have, because we didn't see his score.
Yeah.
Yeah. This was an invited team. This was not a qualifiers team. Okay? Invited teams should know the rules. They should play to that expectation. If it was the first offense, I could see there being a little leeway, but this is like the third time that this squad has had situations like this. And I'm not blaming the squad and it's on. You know, obviously, when one player messes up, the whole squad feels, you know, the aftermath of that. And it's super unfortunate, but I don't know what to say. I'm sorry. All right. That means we are a forfeit for Anarchy. That's the final ruling, third time this season. And I'm sorry. It's just, it is what it is. If it was their first offense, again, you know, we might be able to reconsider it. But that's it. So we're gonna move on.
Yeah, I mean, this is a repeat for this team, right? This is what, their fourth? Am I accurate in saying that?
Yeah. Blame the manager, if anything, right?
Yeah.
Blame Chris.
Blame Robot.
Blame Ronald. All right. That's it. We're going to go to the semifinals. And the matches have been... This is tough. Take a look at the results here so far. 2-0 win for 117 Not Found. Very convincing for them. They're going to be moving on to face off against Nova Esports. That's going to be our next matchup of the night. 2-1 win on the backs of a DQ for a map. You know what? You guys already know the deal. Animus and 420, FN 420, not 117 Not Found, are going to be squaring off in the last series of the night. We're going to get geared up for that Nova Esports and 117 Not Found matchup. That is indeed a best of 5. Now, 4 teams that are left, they have a shot at the prize pool. It's a $1,200 prize pool. Looking to get more, we need better viewership. And with situations like this, doesn't help that we're not getting to see that game 3. And we wonder why the prize pool is so low. Situations like this, they're the byproduct of it.
I mean, the simple fact is you would never see a player in the CDL leave the game early.
No.
Right?
Not at all.
They do all sorts of different game breakdowns and you know, that's just, it's part of the presentation of the event, right? So we understand sometimes shit just happens, but you know, again, as Zim let you guys know in chat, this has been a rule for several seasons now. This is not a new ruling.
Absolutely. And I feel bad for guys like Nev, who I've had the opportunity to interview in seasons past. Absolutely one guy. He's a professional football player. If you're in America, football is soccer, by the way. It's not like Tom Brady football. Just a small disclaimer, guys, so you don't get confused. Huge, you know, huge personality. Bro brings just so much life to the table. And that team had a lot of just raw talent. Super unfortunate, but you know what it is what it is. We're going to get geared up for our third series of the night, which is the semifinals. Guys, don't go anywhere. We're going to hear a quick word from COD Mobile. And hopefully a short intermission, as I see the players already in the mix-up, so don't go anywhere, guys. We've got semifinals action. We've got Nova. We've got 117 Not Found. We've got a best of 5 more importantly. All right, short COD Mobile intermission. We'll be right back. Alrighty, everyone, ladies and gentlemen, we got a main event on our hands. It's going to be Nova Esports and 117 Not Found. This is semifinals material, my guys and girls. Here we are. Stage has been set. Who's going to be moving on to the bronze matchup? Who's going to be moving up to the grand finals? Day, need to hear your thoughts. Before we jump into the best of 5, this is looking like a spicy matchup. And Nova is looking super hot. Guess what? 117 Not Found, they look pretty solid too. What are your thoughts?
Well, I definitely think when you have teams like Nova and 117 Not Found in the lobby, I mean, we are just due for some intense matches. All three of them. All three of them. The hard point, the search and destroy, the dom, all going to be sick. And then Nova's going to move on to the grand finals. So there's my shade for the day. Nova has been the most consistent team in all of Europe. And I fully expect them to come through and show it. It's, as Zim mentioned, you know, this is where all the money's on the line. If they held back at all this season, well, they ain't going to hold back here.
Well, you know what? This is a time, now or never. I just saw some gifted subs come through. That's right. That's that treasure box that I had active. We got a ton of them from the squad stream yesterday, and I still got a few more to give away. Just wanted to give you guys a little treat. So, our Image, congratulations, Munch. You were already subscribed, homie. Congratulations there, homie. So, that being said, best of 5 is right around the corner as we're going to start things up. A little bit of a spicy drop here in firing range hardpoint. Standoff search and destroy for game number 2. Game 3, 100% guaranteed. We will see a domination today, 4v5 or not. Raid is the map it's going to be played on. Now, 4 and 5, they're not promised, but if we get to that point, it's going to be a Summit hardpoint as well as a Hackney Yard search and destroy. Gun bans. That's where things get interesting. Holger for Nova Esports, and then Kilo for 117 not found. Search and destroy, firing range banned for Nova. Hardpoint, takeoff going to be banned. 117 not found have opted to ban search and destroy on raid, which is exactly what we saw in the first series that we had with them in it earlier tonight. Hardpoint, crossfire, thank God. So, Day, thoughts? Best 5 looks sweet. Bans look pretty sweet. This matchup is going to be, like, definitely S+ tier, right?
I mean, again, one would think. I definitely expect these to be hard-fought games. I'm still all the way on board with Nova to win this series, probably in 3. You know, I hate to say it, but, you know, again, they've just been the most consistent team. You look at their starting lineup here for today. You've got Creed, Yaya, Saturn's, Inferno, and Spy. I mean, that's a cracked lineup to go against. Do you have some solid talent on the side of 117 not found? But again, Cosmos not been the most consistent this season. Lucky been popping off today, but Dark Wizard, we've definitely seen some inconsistencies there as well. And we just, again, we don't see that on the side of Nova. So if 117 not found take a map here, I'd honestly be pretty shocked. I think all of the games will be good. I doubt 117 not found gets completely blown out in you know, a hard point, a search and destroy, or a dom. But I think Nova's the stronger team.
All right, stronger team or not, may the best prevail now as we're going to go ahead and jump right into it. Will Nova be able to continue to dominate Mobile Mayhem, or will 117 not found find an opportunity find an opportunity to come through with an upset? This is it. This is the moment of truth. We've got game 1s on our hand. Game 1 vibes, certainly very high tension. We'll see who will come out on top now as we're going to go ahead and dive right into it. Firing range, very unique map. Hardpoint, it certainly makes for an interesting, but with 250 scoreline, it definitely makes it a little more balanced now. As P1 going to be completely, you know, dominated here by the side of 117 not found. As you can see, the flip almost coming through. P2 is the main objective here. P1, you can get your foot on the hill. It's certainly a big ask, but you can definitely profit from it if you are able to put yourself in the right position without compromising that P2 rotation.
Well, Cosmos looking for one onto Spy, can't quite find it, gets turned on, and now Jazz pushing up, looking to get the finish. Gets taken down by Spy as well, and, you know, again, we talked a little bit about how last season Spy wasn't able to perform because of his age, but was certainly still in the scene. I believe he was, like, kind of coaching / managing Nova last season while playing with Omni, keeping his talents up and ready to go, and, well, kid's young, but has certainly come into the scene and been making a big name for himself.
Yeah,
and definitely a player that was respected even when he wasn't playing for a top team. So,
well, that team when he was with Omni was super elite. Right now, he's doing a super job here with this Nova team. As a matter of fact, Nova's players have opted to elect him as the MVP. Even though Saturn's has popped off, when you've got a player like Spy who's young and has a certain understanding of the game, obviously you're gonna have a certain respect for a guy like that. And right now, he's showing up and showing out. He's got 8 on board, holding down this P2 rotation. They get the flip. They get a majority of P1 as well. So big dubs on both ends. Is recovering all sides of this armory building. The windowsill is going to be compromised though, but Dark Wizard trying to make a little bit of a slippery escape in. Is going to be able to be taken down, but the contest is certainly real here. Karma finally going to get taken down. No breaks are coming through for 117 not found. They have not found anything off the P1 or P2 enough to remotely put them in a contending spot here in this hardpoint firing range. And lead's certainly getting out of hand, and you can see it right now. 75-17, absolute dominant performance so far from Nova.
Yeah, and obviously we had some balancing changes come through today, right? I mean, realistically, pretty last minute. The weapon bans and everything were already done. The Type 25 was let through for this matchup, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm watching players use it in the close range, still beams.
Yeah.
But it does seem maybe a little bit more difficult to use on some of the cross-map scenarios. Not by much, but you can definitely see, you know, that person would have got lasered a second ago, but, you know, maybe a little bit of that recoil pattern change. You know, we'll see. We'll see.
I think the nerf was more along the lines of the bullet spread accuracy, which the TTK didn't get touched. If you're up close, mid-range, you're going to get beams. If you are trying to hit those shots that, you know, you're used to hitting from, I don't know what the meters out are, but a little bit longer than mid-range, 15 plus, I would assume, you're looking at something a little different. Creed, I don't think anything's changed for him. That, my God, just absolutely lightening up. As we see lightning strikes come through, the streaks for the side of Nova, they're raiding in, and it is making it that much more difficult as P4 rotations come through. 10 seconds in, uncontested. Nova just an absolute beast of a game. We're going to go ahead and join in for a quick listen for the side of Nova and see how they fare in this P4 rotation.
Contact with enemy.
Side, dead. I got your mid, one mid, two mid, two center, two P1. Pushing window, pushing window. I spawn lowers.
Window.
Go trail and tower if you can. I can cast one mid. Come chill with me,
Double smoke mid.
Be careful lowers, maybe we can kill people and they respawn lowers.
Mid one shot.
City, I think. Mid dead. No, we're behind you.
Top tower.
Top tower.
I spawn lowers. I'll push it. Now watch.
One tower. I'm gonna use my glass net.
Tower weak.
Three barrels, three pushing barrels.
Dead, one barrel dead.
Tower there, can cast side, one mid truck. I have your barrel, yeah. Jumping. Three mid.
Anyone
I'm a jump.
Trailer one guys.
Two mid car, cancer.
Mid car
Throw
dead.
one stand mid. One more P1. One more.
Oh yeah, one more. Oh fuck. Idiot. Nice.
Concussing for you, Spy. Concussing, don't peek. No one mid.
When you talk about the top of the line tier call outs, the comms just absolutely always on point for Nova. As a matter of fact, even with them having an 120 point advantage, they're not comfortable. They want more. They want to close this game one out. It is certainly proving the gameplay just absolutely on point. You've got Saturn, who's 18-10, 25-12 for the rookie technically of this Nova roster. He's no longer underage, able to compete, popping off of the 25-12 KD. And I don't think it gets any better than this for Nova.
I definitely got to say, I honestly thought it would be a little bit closer than this. I mean, I had specifically mentioned that I maybe felt like Nova held back a little bit during the season, and they weren't going to hold back here, and holy crap, dude. They are giving 117 not found the business right now. A 140-point lead. They've got control of this P2. They've got control of their spawns. And there's no doubt they cross, you know, like, what, the 220 mark here? Easily?
Easy. Yeah, easy. There's nobody to contest here. Lucky looking at some shots on the staircase. Homie, there's no way you're getting this break. Karma coming through container site, getting shut down, and I think that's where that gun drops off at, the Type 25. You saw the container site. The shots come through. Up close, it's a beam. Down road is certainly questionable. But when you're a player like Saturn's, man, he will make things shake now as the break comes through. It's going to be a very little bit of scrap time, but is anything that the side of 117 Not Found can get their hands on is absolutely necessary. Now they're going to have the trailer advantage for the first time this game. They have a hold on a point, and it's not a break with 15 seconds left to go. Can they capitalize on it? They're already down. Their opponents are at 215 or 214. I don't know if this is comeback season. As a matter of fact, Yaya's going to make sure that he comes through with some energy. The streaks are going to come in as well. Not going to be enough for a retake, but 117 Not Found certainly have a solid hold on this P3 rotation. I don't think it's going to be enough to hold off, though.
Well, 35 points to go for the side of Nova. We did have a little bit of a break for the side of 117 Not Found, but now looking at the trailer control here, it is going to be a big kill for Inferno coming through, taking down one, locking down that objective time for the team. You can see we've got a big push from 117 Not Found, but they walk right into Yaya, who finds 3. Oh my goodness.
Big.
I gotta say, 117 Not Found at least denied a lot of trailer time here.
They did, but I mean, is it going to change the outcome of the game? Definitely not. 237 to 79. No way you come back. Not on a firing range map. It's not possible. Even if you do get a break here and a nice 60 seconds off of P4, which is not going to be the case, you're looking at a P1 where you're going to be split up, and there's no way you keep P1 all the way up into that P2 rotation now. We can see the cluster strike coming through. Attack 5's going to get popped. Spy's going to be taken out. Nobody there to really contest, but a little bit of time going in favor of 117 Not Found is Karma going to be stuck right here in the corner as the cluster's right next to him. Not going to be enough to take him out. Attack 5 pulled. Bad timing, but Inferno, perfect timing. Break still not coming through. Only 10 seconds needed for the side of Nova to close this game 1 out. This is a big opening statement here. 117 Not Found have found a way into the semifinals. But guess what? Nova are here to play, and they have brought their A game.
Yeah, but only 10 points to go. It's only a matter of time. Even if we see some good hills for the side of 117 Not Found, I mean, you're talking 5 seconds of scrap time on 2 hills is still lights out, right? So not only do 117 Not Found have to be first on a hard point, they've also got to be the last off and not miss a beat. So against a team like Nova, that's obviously not going to be easy, and, well, I don't even know if we make it to a P2 at this point.
It's difficult. P1 out in the open. Obviously, you got to be, open-minded to a P2 rotation as well. We're not even going to see that P2 rotation. 250 to 119. Solid start. Solid ending for the side of Nova. There was not a doubt in their mind. Taking this game 1 was their objective. Objective accomplished. Superior plays there from them. 117 Not Found going to be down 1-0, but again, this is a best of 5, so anything can really happen here as we're getting geared up for our second game of this semifinals. And Nova, again, I said it last night, and I'll say it again. Nova in Mobile Mayhem, there's no other team like it. They have been just, I think they've dropped 1 Mobile Mayhem finals since I've been casting, and I didn't even get a chance to cast that one. That was back when Anarchy, not this past Anarchy, but the Anarchy of Stage 4, as you all remember, they showed up and they were the giant killers, the team, the dream team. They came through, they improved, they showed up, and they made a lot of roster changes. One of those players that they added was Creed, and guess what? He's on the flip side of things now. He's on this Nova roster, and he fits in like a glove. As you taking a look at the Pulse Mayhem report, solid game 1 from Nova. Minute 56 for Spy, 36 and 22. No one's even close to that kind of objective time, let alone that kind of KD for the side of 117 Not Found. They just, I mean, out-rotated, outplayed, out-held. It was way out of reach after that game 1 performance. Jazz goes double negative, and that is something I never see.
Well, sometimes that's just going to be what happens at this level of competition. And again, when you're up against a Nova team that, has added the likes of Spy, added the likes of Creed, and again, I felt like they held back a little bit during the open season, and they just let all loose coming into this hard point here. They end up winning the 250 to 119. I do think there is an opportunity that 117 Not Found could find games here. You know, maybe the search and destroy. Lucky was obviously popping off quite a bit earlier. Maybe that's an opportunity for them to capitalize in the search and destroy. But you know, you look over at the opposition, and this Nova team is just super balanced as far as their talent goes around the board. They've got players that are good at slaying out, players that know how to play their life in search and destroy. Team that works really, really well together and keeps their comms moving forward. Obviously, you called it out in that last game. You know, they had a monstrous lead. They didn't let up. They came to end that game as quick as they could, and you know, we're getting ready to go into the search and destroy.
We are indeed now, as we're going to be flipping sides. It looks like we're going to see some defense off the rip. Forward side of 117 not found. This is an opportunity for them to slow things down because we know how fast-paced firing range was. There was not a chance for you to catch your breath if you're 117 not found. Now, we're going to be moving and then cruising on to a search and destroy on standoff, guys. Best of 5 back up on the screen for you all to see. Standoff search destroy is going to be our second venture. Third, guaranteed raid domination. What we're not guaranteed is that game 4, and that's a summon hardpoint. And I've seen how Nova plays that map. Say we go to a game 4 and Nova's up, I can almost guarantee you they're going to snag that one too. So we'll see if 117 not found can equalize this matchup. Standoff is such a difficult map to play against when you have elite snipers. But this Nova team, they're clicking on all cylinders today, and I don't think I've seen them drop a search all season long. If I'm not mistaken, they've dropped one, and it was against an Illuminati squad who had 5 starters and looked the best they have ever looked. Then that's when we started taking a look at, you know, how well they developed and how they progressed. But even then, that game 3 was devastating.
Well, you know, like we said, Lucky was popping off earlier in search and destroy. I think he put what, 14 on board? Is that accurate?
What'd you say? 14?
Yeah. Lucky put 14 on that crossfire, yep. And then I think Cosmos snagged the final kill. So, I mean, again, there's a big opportunity with a sniper talent like Lucky to possibly get some first bloods. Maybe your team has a bit of an opportunity to capitalize on that man advantage. Dark Wizard Tilt is another incredible sniper talent that we unfortunately did not see have one of his better performances today. But, you know, the day's still young. We still have at least 2 more games in this series specifically. And if they were able to make the comeback happen, they could absolutely move on to the finals and upset Nova here.
Well, it's got to start here.
I'm still full on with Nova. I mean, just because I'm, you know, mentioning the talent of 117 not found, I still fully believe Nova wins this 3-0.
I could get down with that.
Clear as day.
Clear as day? Well, Day, how clear are you right now, homie? I mean, look, it's got to be convincing, you know? You can't come into this matchup and expect to win against a team like Nova if you're not able to win the game modes that you are known for. That search and destroy has to be big. It has to be... you can't go to a round 11 and convince me that you're going to win a best of 5 if you take the search and destroy into a round 11. It's just not possible. You got to be convincing. It's got to start strong. You got to be consistent across the board, and this is something that we mentioned in the earlier of the season. This 117 not found team certainly has some of the best sniping talent, but overall, I don't think they have the consistency and the longevity in a best of 5 in order just to rely on a search and destroy win to win. So it's got to start here. You got to be convincing. We'll see how it pans out now as we're going to go ahead and fire it into that standoff search and destroy.
Well, round 1 has begun, only about 10 seconds in. Got no first blood yet, but you can definitely see a couple of our key players to watch as far as sniping talent go is looking to get set. Is Inferno trolling?
No, definitely not. The MK2 got buffed, dude. Did you not read the patch notes?
Maybe it's just because I haven't seen it in so long.
I'm trolling. He's trolling.
So, I mean, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was real confused for a second there. Well, this is interesting. Yaya gonna open up with first blood, or maybe it was Jazz got spy first. I don't know. It kind of happened all at once, but the 1-for-1 trade comes through. Yaya now getting the bomb plant to come down. You have Cosmos at the barrel at the end by hay bales. Might be able to peek and get some information, but obviously that tractor head glitch is a difficult one to challenge. He's going to find Yaya out of Cubby, but Creed immediately comes through with the refrag. We're looking at a 2v2 with 20, or a 2-for-2 trade with 25 seconds left on the clock. And Inferno might be looking for Karma here. Finds one.
I did not expect a one shot from that gun. Obviously, he knows something we don't know. The thing about it is the overall mobility of it. It kind of looks terrible. It kind of looks terrible. It absolutely looks terrible. But Inferno able to pick up the MK2 shot there. Finds 1-2 kills on board for Creed. Right now, we're looking at a 1-0 lead and already a bad start for the side of 117 not found.
This will be a better round for them. You can see Karma is very aggressively pushing up. Finds shots onto Saturns, but can't find the kill shot now. Just getting out of dodge. Almost gets taken down by Inferno there. You now see Inferno is starting to make that push up. What is this class he's running? What is his secondary? Renetti. Okay, so he's at least got a reliable secondary.
Yeah, I mean, Inferno pulling out the MK2. That's Old Faithful right now. We're right back in it. Karma looking for some smoke. Gonna be able to find Inferno super weak, but bomb goes down nonetheless. No trades as of yet. Moment for the push. Inferno's gonna be taken down nonetheless. Cosmo's gonna find two, and that's a big opening now as he's got the prize fighters out, trying to make it look like Tyson Fury style. Saturn's there for the refrag. Man, what happened there? 117 not found. He had a two-player advantage at one point, and you know, crap just hit the fan. It is not the same search and destroy kind of game that we saw earlier on that firing range map.
Defend the objective. The enemy has the bomb.
Well, a 2-0 lead coming through for Nova right now. I said at the beginning, I don't think 117 not found gets. You know, again, I said it right in the hard point. I thought it would have been closer. You know, I would have thought maybe a 250 to 184 win. You know, not a doubled up 250 to 119. Let alone we come into the search and destroy, and 117 not found. Find themselves with a two-player advantage. Maybe 2.5 with Inferno having the MK2 with a holographic on. But they still dropped the round, and you know, again, I think a lot of that goes to show. Oh my goodness, a lot of that just goes to show how strong this Nova team is, not only in their individual skill, but just in their teamwork overall. Look at the angles that they cover for each other when the bomb is going down here. You had Inferno, and you had Saturn's watching mid. You had Spy helping cover the haystacks rotation, right? And Inferno does put down the MK2 to get that Type 25 kill. 3 rounds in a row going over to Nova.
Nova to make it look easy here. The MK2 comes out. I was reading chat. I've heard, or I've seen where you guys are saying he uses this in rank. You've gone against someone to use it. It's annoying. I can certainly tell you, if you die to this, I would feel annoyed as well, bro. It's certainly something that requires a bit of patience and a good bit of timing, but obviously Inferno has a great deal of both, so we'll see how it continues out. Now he's got 4 on board. Can't argue with those results. Lucky finally starting to heat up. Found his second, found 1 last round, but again, still no rounds in favor of the side of 117 not found. They're going to need to find something here, though, as 2 players drop off the rip. This is something we saw in the second round. They weren't able to clutch it up. Now, can they do it here this round? Shot's going to come through. Spy going to find 1. Trade's coming through. Yaya catches Karma out in the open. Lacking 1 kill on board for Karma. I need you to step up, big homie. Dark Wizard. Go ahead.
I think one of the big factors that people need to consider here is, okay, so he uses this in ranked. But to be fair, I use an AK in ranked. If I was playing for money, my ass has the Type 25 out. Or the M13 now, maybe. The Kilo, you know, something a little bit more consistent. If you want that sniper kind of play style, you know, you're still looking at the DLQ as realistically your best in slot for that. So it's at least to a degree trolling, because you know there's better options to fit any given play style, right? And again, especially when there's money on the line. So I'm calling it trolling. You guys can say he uses it in ranked all you want. That don't make a difference to me. This is not ranked. There's what, $2,000 on the line this season, Verdict?
Dude, it's $1,200. I told you the prize pool was botched.
What the?
Yeah, dude. I told you, like, EU viewership is the primary reason why we don't get, you know, plus 1,200. We're literally getting 1,200 for. I'm just as upset as you are, and surprised too. So,
yo, EU,
voice...
call your friends, call your parents, call your grandma, have them all pop open a tab for Verdicts. What on earth?
I'm trying, dude. We've seen the best viewership we have seen since I've been casting EU, and I'm very excited. It started off well. It's ending well. Right now, we're getting a pretty... Well, I'm going to be honest with you. This is not that close. 4-0 lead off the backs of losing 2 rounds where you have 2-player advantages. This can't happen for 117 I found. They looked super solid against Illuminati earlier. And I was super convinced that we were going to see an interesting semifinals. But right now, we're looking at a complete blowout at the moment. You know, if Hardpoint went bad enough, you're in the potential of getting 6-0 now. As we're in the last round of the attack. And maybe this is where things turn around. But it's a 2v2 still. You got Spy, who's got 6 on board. You got Saturns, who's got 7 on board. On the flip side of things, Lucky, who dropped 14 earlier. They're sitting on 3 kills apiece, him and Jazz. Just not their
Donut
day.
for Dark Wizard right now.
Ooh.
Targets in sight.
Nobody loves a golden goose egg.
You know, I had a donut at work this morning.
Man,
I didn't want
starving,
I didn't want Dark Wizard to have one, bro. Come on now. I hype you up season after season on what a sniper talent you are. I gotta see it here against Nova, but obviously it's a tough team. But you know, that's the measure that we want to see you put against. We're looking at a 1v2 as Jazz is the last player alive for his team in the last round of their defense. We do tend to see teams have a little bit stronger of a performance on the offense on this map. Ooh, Spy runs out of ammo. I don't think he's really in a rough spot though at the time.
Nah, he's
Jazz
playing time.
looking for the kill. Yeah.
Oh, push up top. A little bit of a dosey-dose.
Oh my
Spy.
goodness, Spy.
The disrespect. Jazz not going to have time. You saw the reload animation. That's a feels bad moment, bro. That is a feel bad moment. But you know, when you're dosey-doing right outside that CT tank, not able to get a clear shot, Jazz, homie, you tried. That's all I can say. 5 rounds in a row. Are we looking at a 6-0 here in the semifinals? Nova. What are you on, guys? Put the red magics down. I'm kidding. Put down all the gamer substances because these guys are super cracked at the moment. They are all hyped up. They are not skipping a beat. And guess what? The wrench is coming out again for Spy. Dark Wizard. Creed actually gets a prize fighter shot there. That's question. 1-7 not found. What's going on, homie? What is going on? Is Dark Wizard still on a donut? Nope, he's sitting at a breadstick all lonely over at Olive Garden.
Well, listen. Them Olive Garden breadsticks are fire, though. That's all I gotta say there.
I'm definitely getting seconds as soon as we go through those firsts.
Listen, this is going to be one of the easier matches to break down of the day, right? I mean, as soon as we pop out here and look at the kill feed, or the scoreboard, it's going to be very, very clear what happened here. Even with a little bit of trolling on the side of Nova, both in the MK2 and, again, we saw some prize fighter usage, maybe some wrench usage as well. You've got 8 for Saturns, 8 for Spy, 6 for Inferno, 3 for Creed, 4 for Yaya. We did have Dark Wizard skip out early with his breadstick, but we did have Lucky only putting up 3. He put up 14 earlier. Karma, who I think put up 9 or 8 earlier, only comes through with 3. Jazz did do all right, put up 5, and Cosmos with 4. But as we look across the board, let's see your +1, +6, +9, 11, 13 more kills in a 6-round search and destroy for the side of Nova. Incredibly convincing win. Period.
All this breadstick talk got me hungry, bro. I'm not even gonna cap, bro. I got a clip bar right
Yo,
here.
me
I'm ready
too.
to
I'm about to order
devour.
food.
Oh my god, dude. Order me some. Anybody out there want to DoorDash me some Chipotle? I'll be happy that you know, oblige. I'll shoot you the details. Just let me know. Shoot me a DM in Discord. Let's make that happen because right now I'm starving and I am not getting satisfied by this gameplay. As a matter of fact, 117 not found. Just you're here, homie. This is it. You got an opportunity, I guess, if you lose this to win a little bit of cash and the bronze pool. But I told you earlier, the prize pool very, very low here in EU. We're looking at like 1,200, and that's not even for the first place team. First place team only gets 660 of that. So take a look at the split. First place team gets 660. Second place team gets 275. And third place get 165. You're telling me all of this work you're putting in and that's all you're getting if you get into a prize pool for a bronze matchup? Sheesh, homie, that's not even enough to, you know, just go take your significant other one out to, you know, eat a respectable dinner, homie. That's not it.
Bro, these guys are like 18, 19. Like, Olive Garden is a respectable dinner, right?
Look, they'll take them breadsticks all day long. No, guys. DQ
Yeah, girl,
them.
we're going to get bottomless salad and breadsticks for $8.
Yeah, I know, right? Hey, yo, and hey, that what is it? The bottomless pasta that they had too, man.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude. Talk about it. I had two. Yeah. At any rate, the only thing is you can't take leftovers home. That's an L. All right. I don't care what anybody says.
They don't let you take your leftovers home?
No, they don't, bro. They don't let you fit. They don't not offer to go plates.
Bro, why is your Olive Garden so trash?
Look. I obviously haven't built rapport there, and you know, we're in a pandemic. Times are hard. I need my to-go plate.
I'm gonna be honest with you. My Olive Garden gives us boxes.
Well, your Olive Garden is goated. Okay.
Yeah. I literally leave there with breadsticks, a salad, and whatever I didn't eat because I smashed on the pasta the whole time.
Facts. All right, well, we're gonna see Nova continue to smash.
Hold on, chat. Where's the Darox copy pasta?
Yeah, where's the Darox copy pasta at? Speaking of pasta,
man.
I need some more of it. Dark Wizard has left the lobby. I guess he is going to be serving a map suspension, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I mean, we already had to enforce that rule today. We can't now let Dark Wizard slide, you know? I mean, that's just unfortunate, but it is the reality.
Well, I think it's also, like, what happened in the regular season. Like, 117 not found, completely different from Anarchy, right? Anarchy already had 2 offenses coming into the quarterfinals. Okay, so that third offense can't.
I thought they had 3 leading up to today.
Oh, so they had 3 leading up to today. Okay, so that's you're not making it a better case. I don't know because I'm not an admin. All right, I'm just here. I just work here. I don't know the rules. Admins know the rules. They keep us corrected. They inform us of what's going on. When we're briefed on what's going on, we let you guys know accordingly. So. 3 offenses coming into a quarterfinals matchup, that is not kosher. All right. And then you have 1 instance where a player leaves the lobby early. That's an L, bro. All right. Everyone gets 3. What is that? Baseball? 3 strikes you're out? Everyone knows baseball. Come on now. Bro. And you see, this is why we have $1,200 prize pools.
Yep.
All right, guys.
Well,
second time today. And you know what? I can't win for losing. I can't keep defending you, EU. You're gonna make your decisions. You gotta live with them. All right. And right now we're living with a prize pool that's super low, and we're not even gonna get to see a game 3 in a best of 5. We're gonna take a break, guys. All right. Verdict is not happy. We shall be back after this short intermission. We got Animus at FM420 right around the corner. Just give you guys a heads up. 117 not found, left the lobby. They're forfeiting. All right, they're gonna take their prizes, or they're gonna take their talent to South Beach, I guess, because we're not gonna continue to see them tonight. All right, hopefully they'll find a little bit of solitude outside of this Nova matchup. But when you're down 2-0 and you got to be dropping a player because he left the lobby too early, I don't feel bad for it. We'll be back after this message. I like... I can't do it, bro. I'm sorry. I like 5v5s and I cannot lie. Oh, wait. We don't do 5v5s here. This is EU, bro. We got Animus. We got FN420, and fortunately enough...
These two teams take it serious. Okay, let's be real here.
Are here to play, and I think they are in the lobby. I say that they are always serious, but then we saw what could have been a blunder in game 1 for... You know, Viri, it was just a mix-up. You know, we won't hold you. No harm, no foul, right? But you read the pin right, guys. After today, Day and I will be pursuing a career in crab game commentary, play-by-play preferably, and professional crab play. Yeah, and Master Duel. Only Master Duel. No other games besides that and crab game. So, we love you all, and a goodbye, because I typed out good, not good, but instead of good. So, a goodbye to you all. We are done. I'm done, you know, trying to facilitate, you know, outside things where people say EU doesn't have a scene. I'm like, are you kidding me, homie? They have one of the most thriving scenes. Well, guess what? Today, we have taken yet again another L. And I guess I should be used to it because I've been doing this for a year now. Yep, exactly a year. But I'm not. I am always just dumbfounded when we get to situations like this. And I'm so upset that you guys weren't able to, you know, see those extra games that were guaranteed. You know, we got robbed. You know, it's all right. We'll take our L and we'll move on. Right now, who's going to take an L? Who's going to be taking a dub? Who's going to be moving on to face off against Nova in this grand finals? Who's going to be moving on to a slightly less, still very low price pool of that bronze matchup? Is it going to be Animus or is it going to be FN420? We made claims last night, and I rolled with Animus winning this matchup. Was I wrong? Day, what are your thoughts?
Well, we'll have to see if Veer can keep the Type 25 in his pants, or if he's gonna.
Hey, look! That was my granny, who was almost 100. She'll be 100 in a year. Still rocking and rolling. Still gets out and cuts her grass with...
Very nice.
And trims her hedges with scissors, bro. I'm obviously capping. If she were able to be out of a home and do something, that woman had the most energy still to this day. But she has since, you know, just kind of crammed in a room right now, and I feel super bad. So I go and see her every time I get a chance to. But where was I even getting?
Where were we going with this?
Yeah, she offered me very valuable advice as a child, and she told me this when I was 8 years old, homie. She told me to keep that thing in your pants. All right, keep that thing zipped up. All right.
If you would have, you would have had a 3070.
Yeah, there we go. Look, I should have listened to her, bro. Viri, can you keep that type in your pants, homie? Because right now, this is a best of 5, and you guys cannot afford to lose a single one of these maps that are up for grabs. As I'm taking a look at the best of 5, it looks pretty solid, and I'm already feeling better. I let my hate out and frustration and all that out on Twitter. You guys be sure to go like the tweet, retweet the tweet, and make sure everyone sees it, because after today I'm in shambles. But because of Day, appreciate you, homie. We're up on a lighter note. We've got a serious matchup ahead of us.
Yeah, we've got a serious matchup ahead of us. We've got some extra spicy General Sal on the way.
Ooh,
we're gonna be in a good mood at the end of EU here. We're gonna see which teams are gonna be going on to our grand finals. What teams are gonna be going on to our third place matchup? We're gonna be filling our bellies here pretty soon. Yeah, it's gonna be a good next hour and a half. I'm excited.
I'm super excited, bro. We're going to get our fill of some COD Mobile, hopefully, if both of these teams are able to participate in this best 5 as I've got it on the screen right now. We've got a standoff hardpoint where we're going to start things off. Are we not going to see another? Oh, we saw a firing range last time around. Okay, that's cool. And I can't blame the admins, because you can see the bans at the bottom. They're all hardpoint maps. It's super tough. Firing range, search and destroy. Game number 2, game 3, guarantee, take off domination. Game 4, that's going to be a firing range hardpoint. In game 5, Hackney Yard, search and destroy. I'm starting to get a little bit of Vanguard CDL vibes. We're seeing the same map twice, and not a lot of creativity, but you know what? The maps that were added in last season, or before this past season ended, before the qualifiers or the quarterfinals started, they're not on the table. We won't see Slums at all postseason. We won't see Hacienda at all postseasons. We won't see Meltdown. That's an L. Okay. All right. Hardpoints. Looks like Hackney Yard and Takeoff for Animus, and then Summit and Crossfire for FN420. Type 25 off the table. R9 off the table. So long, Grizz, with your 40 bombs with the R9, but we'll see if he can make up for it with another gun. Big shout out to Aerith coming through in chat too, man. I didn't see her come through, but I just saw her name pop up. Aerith, what's poppin', homie?
We tied for the lead.
We're getting into the action here. Shark gonna find first blood with a literal frag. Lydia is able to get the refrag, but so far, small break onto the hill for Animus. Obviously, P1 for standoff can be pretty difficult to control at times. There's a lot of entry points and a lot of really short angles that if you're not ready for it, an enemy can absolutely punish you in no time at all. Lydia finds a two-piece, breaking on into the hill here, and we're really going to be watching the mini-map here for the next, 20 seconds or so, 15, 20 seconds, and, see who we have playing back. Grizz taking quite a bit of damage, just playing the, oh, I'm sorry, that was Veer. Was just looking to play the head glitch on that trash can along the backside of the alleyway by the gas station. Couldn't quite survive long enough, and has been Animus making that rotation over. They've got themselves spawns, they've got themselves control of the point, and, well, they've got themselves a feed going on, and they're not letting up here. They've got a 6-point lead, and could be set up for a pretty solid hill here. I wouldn't call this the money of this map. Obviously, that's P4, but P2 can be really solid.
Yeah, I mean, we saw Anarchy. This was their money hill, right? They banked down on this hill, couldn't give it up. As a matter of fact, we saw 117 not found actually pick up a lot of time on this hill earlier in their first series. Second series, not the same case. Narcs beaming as usual. Willie beaming, just absolutely killing it right now. As you can see, P2 has been a money hill, and it's all the money in the pockets of Animus right now. Are they going to be able to rack up enough time here to extend their lead? It looks like the case now. Lydia looking for the breakthrough. Market side is going to find one, but Marvel doing things with the SKS that we usually only see in NA with Space's hands. But right now, Space is not here. He is not a part of this affair. But his name is always going to be mentioned when I reference an SKS usage. As you can see, the rotation over to top blue. You can see the TAC-5 coming into handy there. That is going to be Animus yet again splitting and destroying. They are devouring this lobby. You see Marvel pulling out his Annihilator now. No type in hand. That's right, no types on the board. You can see the P3 rotations just very similar to P2. It's just looking like an Animus running the tables so far.
Well, 70-point lead for the side of Animus. We got to interview Coach Zim last night, and he was confident that his team was going to make it into the grand finals. And, bro, right now, looking to be possibly the case with an 80-point lead with a good rotation on over towards P2, and then follow it right up with a good rotation towards P3. We now got a TAC-5 pop by Lydia. You see the team is starting to make their push on up. Can they make the break, though? Grizz, did I just see a 3-piece with the Renetti?
Yeah, you did. Guess what? He
He
absolutely violated feints, and I wish I had never saw it. He literally stopped shooting, looked right at feints, and feints could not kill him. He was stuffed in the corner here in courtyard, and I clipped it, homie. I clipped it. 100%. Now we're getting geared up for P4 rotation. This is looking like a little bit of solitude here for the side of FN420, but don't get it confused. They need it. They need the hold. They are actually going to get taken down. This is tough. Wow. What a dominant game so far here for the side of Animus. As a matter of fact, we're going to go ahead and buckle up for a little bit of a listen in. Bear with us as we join in, see how those comps sound for this P4 takeover for the side of Animus.
I'm going top.
Hey, watch bottom.
Might be deadly, though.
Draghi reste avec moi dans le site.
Cool, Marvel.
Half go, dead go.
This machine, Sparrow, 1 HP, Sparrow, 1 HP, just dead, one more Sparrow. Sparrow on spawn.
Sparrow dead, I think. They're gonna
Nice,
be
nice.
maybe spawning gas and boxes. Gas and boxes.
Yeah, boxes, don't pick.
I
I need help on site, I need help on site.
Broken.
One gas.
One more.
Watches. They have spawn.
Spawn. Nice.
Let them secure grandma for next. Someone go with this.
Start to go new.
Goodness, insane, guys. What we are doing right now. Insane. Dead boxes. One more.
My jump.
Boxes.
Spanish.
I have stick.
Watch out boxes.
I'm going back to one boxes, he push statue.
I'm watching statue. I'm sending
Boxes, come on.
They might push me tractor.
Bottom granis, purificator, bottom granis.
One tractor. Two tractors. Spawning tractors.
Nice, good shit, nice. Tableau.
I still have an napalm to play with.
Après, one on site.
One mid.
One more mid, daily.
I'm gonna secure. I'm going top market just to secure next. One mid.
I go on site.
I'm watching top blue. One mid pushing. Mid. Dead. Push up.
Watch my.
I'll be honest with you, I didn't even want to leave those voice comms, but we're only 30 points away from match point or game point, and I mean it sounded like a beautiful symphony coming through for Animus. They were all on point. The comms absolutely tearing it up, and the scoreline to show. We're talking about Nova's comms. Nova might be, you know, as far as like dominating wise in Mobile Mayhem, great, but I don't think anybody in Mobile Mayhem can touch Animus's comms. Those comms were like the golden pinnacle. Those were like top of the top, elite of the elite. Kind of got CDL vibes listening to it. It was just an absolute display of dominance in both the gameplay as well as the VCs. Day, I need to hear your thoughts. What were you thinking?
I mean, definitely some really solid VCs going on there. The communications were solid. Nobody's shouting over each other. Everyone's giving their information. They were getting confirms on downs, on rotations, and really just well executed from them. Not only are their comms great, but man, their gun skill is on point right now. Dude, Marvel is 32-10, Narcs 22-10, Durari 23-14, Grizz was 24-18, and then I think we had one I think we had one person almost neutral on the opposition, but pretty much everybody negative on the side of FN 420. So yeah, well, I mean,
when you jump
the scoreboard
like
tells
that,
it all here.
Yeah, when you jump in comms like that, and you see the result of the outcome, you know, everything that just kind of lined up perfectly for Animus. Of course, they're going to execute to a T. Of course, Marvel's going to drop 32. Of course, Shark is going to go 21-11. Of course, Narcs is going to go 22-10. Of course, they're all going to have a lot of hill time to show for it. Everyone except for Grizz, who is, I guess, it kind of sounds like Jez, so he's the Jez of EU. And without a shotgun, I can't have like anything negative to say about it. He popped off with the Finnick. He embarrassed Feints in that corner on Courtyard. I will send you the clip. You're gonna laugh your butt off. It was like, bro, he sat in the corner and was like, what are you doing here? Looked at him for a whole second or two and then turned on him with a Vernetti. It was disgusting. And if that didn't summarize that game up, the comms should have, the 250-49 scoreline should have. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, there's not much to say about that one, right? I mean, we had an absolute landslide of kills on the side of Animus. The comms, again, were on point. Their rotations were solid. And, bro, they shut down FN 420. I mean, that was not pretty. The 117 not found Nova match was closer.
It was. And they forfeited. They didn't want to handle the smoke. They couldn't handle the beast that's Nova. They tucked their tails between their legs and hit the hills. You know what? They didn't want any more violation coming their way. They said, nope, I don't want it. I don't want a third game. I can't handle it. Can I be relieved of my duties? Absolutely. You can go home, sirs. Well, guess what? We're guaranteed a game 2 here. I guess it's all going to be dependent upon search and destroy.
Guaranteed a game 2.
If you're wondering why my face cam is so bright, it's because I'm trying to send Day this clip because, homie, I don't know what that was. Like,
I didn't see the delivering end of it, but I saw 2 of the receiving ends of it. And the feed, so. Bro,
it was a violation. Like, if you were playing and that was you would have screamed so loud, "Get turned on, kid!" And I could just imagine hearing it in your voice.
But here, the reality is I would have been on the receiving end, and I'd have been like, all right, Verdict, I'm calling it there. We'll play tomorrow. Oh,
I think that's
man.
it. Yeah, this is it. This is it. Oh, bro, Fates, I'm sorry, homie, but I caught you in 4K, and that one is definitely going to Twitter. Let's watch this. It's like towards the last 5 seconds. Maybe like 5 to 10 seconds.
Yo, homie sends me 5 seconds that I need to watch and gives me a 50-second clip, team.
Well, I mean, it's called replay buffer, homie. You don't control that time. You preset it so that
Fair,
if you don't get, yeah. You know, better to have it. And
better have it a little longer, yeah.
Not, you know, need it, not have it. You know what I mean? That little mindset. Like, if you're trying to catch all 6 kills that Blur is trying to get for a nuke streak, you'll be able to capture that all in 50 seconds.
Bro, you need like 4 minutes for that.
We're not talking about the second half where you have to get 14 more. We're talking about those first 6. Those
what did I just watch?
Those hibernates. Did you see it?
What the heck just happened? Feints, bro! Yo,
Bruh.
you deserve to get body shot there. Holy crap.
Bruh. In my best hello voice. Bruh. I am not going to show the clip on stream. But I will post it on Twitter later, so make sure you guys follow. Alright, Fire Rage, Search and Destroy, all love, Feints, bro. Big fan. Turn it around here. Alright, FN420, make this thing interesting. We haven't seen, since our first series of the night, we haven't seen a full series yet in Best of 5. And I know you guys are going to back us and make sure we at least see 3 or 4 or 5 games. I'm pushing it. Okay, 3 games. All right. 100% seeing 3 games.
At this point, I'd be happy with 3.
Yo, I gotta give a shout out to Viri though. He was 0-10 at one point, but he turned it around real quick and was very close to going positive. But when you've got demons in the lobby in the form of Marvel, who is the space of EU apparently, say less.
Absolutely. Well, we're getting ready to pop into our search and destroy. It is a firing range. Obviously, a lot of sniper potential here. We got plenty of good snipers in the lobby, so should be cool to see who's able to consistently pick up those first bloods. And, well, you've got Marvel in the lobby, and yeah, you know he's good for it.
Well, speaking of good for it, he's got one on board. Absolutely picking up the slack. Already has the same amount of kills as Dark Wizard had before he left the lobby. And here we are, minute and 30 left on the clock. It's going to be reduced to 45. His bomb plan is going to go down, question mark? Yes, it does. 1-for-1 trades now. Viri drops, Jarari drops as well. Oh my god, Balance almost gets domed through Armory. You can see the defense here on this trailer side going to be compromised. Shark finds one, and now there's only one left to deal with. That's Feints. We know how well he can do with the snipes. Oh my, good shots. A little bit of redemption, but not enough to secure the round. That's going to be first round win in favor of the side of Animus.
Well, Animus had a convincing win in the hard point. Not a convincing opening round. It did come down to only 2 players alive, so definitely seeing a little bit of life shine here from the side of FN420. Obviously, Marvel, we mentioned last round, opened up with first blood. He's an undeniable sniper talent for the European scene, and you know, he's looking here to prove it season after season. Can he find another one is the question.
Another one. Are we DJ Khaled now?
Yeah.
We'll have to see how it pans out, though. Are they going to be taken over, or, you know, they're going to fall shy? It's all up to see who does hit the shots here. Mari does find first blood. Bombs slowly making its rotation over to that bomb head glitch. Marvel looking to seal the deal on the backside, but Shark surely right here in the trailer side going to get it pushed. Mari gets taken down. Lydia going to be traded in the background. Narcs, who I haven't seen. Oh,
Get down.
Oh my, Narcs, you had a perfect lineup. You could have given him a quick fade, a little bit of a quick lineup of yourself, but not going to pan out. Misses both shots there as he tries to reapproach. Try to get the different angle there. Feints. Going to get naded here, question mark. 100%. Nope, Marvel actually stole the kill. You dirty dog. Very no man's land right now. Looking for the players pushing through a long. Shark is right there, and that's going to be tough. P90 shots on point. Another round in favor of Animus.
I don't think he was fully ready to round that corner and have Shark there, and it is going to be another round going over to Animus. Again, not super convincing. Came down to a 1v2, which is the same scenario as the first round. Obviously, it was convincing enough to win, but we can definitely see that the side of FN420 are here to compete. So we'll see as things continue to roll on. Marvel looking for shots up top. Narcs going to drop on down. Might be looking for balance here. Gets... Oh, man. Oh, why is Narcs alive? Okay, thank you. Balance. Thank you. Picks up 2 before he gets taken down by Jirari Mare. Was able to find Grizz. We're now 3v2 in a favor of side of FN420.
Yep, indeed. Now we're going to see the push towards this A site. No, bomb is down. And who is it in front of? Right in front of Jirari. So they're going to have to make a... Oh, good shots, Fury. Right through the tree. And a little garage port there. Or carport, rather. You can see now it's a 1v3 Marvel. Clutch percentage. What do you got? I got... Okay, you just shot it up through the roof. It was 10%, but now it's looking like possibly a, what, 40, 50%? Gotta find 2. Bombs down, 35 seconds. Still got plenty of time to play with.
Based on the positioning of FN420 here, I'm somewhere around 15% still.
Okay.
He was able to pick up 1, makes it look a little bit more doable, but I mean, they are just locking down the angles right now. They know where he's at. They can play strong here, and Veer going to pop out with the kilo, takes him down, and finally, FN420 able to put 1 on the board.
1 on board is much needed. You took a beating in game 1. I mean, just absolutely pounded all the way through that first game. Right now, you're starting to find a little bit of life here in the Search and Destroy. A pretty convincing round. 3v1. Marvel only able to find 1, not get the clutch. Narcs finds 1 of their own. That's going to be Lydia's drop in earlier than anticipated. Now the push out. Narcs walking right in front of Balance. Balance able to balance things out. A little evening reckoning right there, but they have a player advantage now. Now it's just the decision of which site they want to push. You can see A kind of wide open, but Shark making that slow rotation over. You got a 4v3, no real direction as of yet. Maybe they're anticipating a jungle site push. Here we go, bracing up. Jirari, 1-man wrecking crew. Can he hold down fort?
Well, we'll have to see. It is a player advantage once again for the side of FN420. You can see that rotation is coming over from Grizz, however. Finds 1, finds 2. I think Balance found 1 before getting taken down, and well, Grizz comes through with either a 3 or 4 piece in the feed. I kind of lost track of what all happened there. 3, okay. Didn't have a kill on board, found 3 there, and helps the team clutch up that disadvantage again. Great jungle side rotation coming out of Grizz. Fennec in hand, just absolutely lasered. And now another aggressive push comes. He saw Veer there. Could be a free kill. Does find 1. Oh my god, there's no way he makes that alive. Oh my goodness.
Hey. Oh my god, walk right in front of... What?
Shark's his teammate.
Okay, I was looking at Balance. He's up top. He's not down low. Does find Narc. Shark should have been worried about Balance because he's still doing some damage here. Shark looking for the contest. Balance able to get the drop shot. Nice and sweet. Spot is absolutely compromised, but finally able to take out the invaders. You saw the push. It was super aggressive. This is exactly like Grizz, how Grizz likes to play. Pays a price there, but it's a 1v2. Marvel didn't clutch the 1v3 earlier. Can he find a little bit of redeeming in this 1v2? Bomb's going to be making his way through jungle site. And now we're going to see the push towards the B. Bomb plant is going to be coming along with it. Balance does have the bomb in hand. He's going to go ahead and secure the deal, and this is going to put the pressure on Marvel to perform. He's got 4 kills on board. Can he find 2 more in a bomb defusal? Clutch percentage. Higher than trailer side compromise.
Higher
right?
than, yeah, definitely higher than trailer. He's going to find Balance for free. Does slide here. Looking for feints. Can he find it? Turns away. Oh, man, the COD timing.
shots.
Oh, pain.
It's not over yet.
If Feints doesn't hit that one, that's an L in the round. Big play right there. Big round. Only down by 1 as we flip sides. Now you're going to have the steadiness of being on the defense now.
Defend the objective.
A little bit more patient. We saw how aggressive the side of Animus played the defense. I'm not expecting the side of FN420 to play the same.
Well, we are getting ready for our first round of the side flip. You can see it's already underway. Was looking like a B push, but they've doubled back. Marvel going to find Lydia off the heady there. Now looking from behind. Be looking to take some domes off here. Balance peeks the corner. Marvel misses 1, but doesn't miss twice. Picks up the extra one on feints, too. My goodness. Dude, Marvel's cracked.
Marvel is correct, but Balance, homie, you got to do a little bit more movement. You know this guy's right around the corner. His shots are always on point. Give him something to throw him off. And when you're slow walking, crab walking, if one must say,
Crab walking.
I mean, it's kind of like crab walking, bro. He was just slow walk down memory lane. You know, not any kind of worries in the world. And here comes Marvel, just this big old lion tiger. Pouncing on anything he gets in his way, doesn't miss, and 4-2 lead now is the first round of the attack. We didn't even get a bomb plant, didn't need it.
Well, as you said, 4-2 advantage in favor of Animus. The bomb plant is coming through over here on the B site. We've got no first blood for either team, but feints gonna find a shot underneath the trailer, taking down Marvel. That's a big pick for the side of FN420. It's going to be an opportunity for them to have a solid round here. Grizz going to get a refrag. Narcs going to take down Mare, and just like that, the player advantage is gone. Gerari takes down Veer. Shark gets the refrag on Lydia. All of a sudden, it's a 3v1, and no shot feints clutches this.
No, not now open like that, man. You know,
Get ready for the next round.
had he hit that first shot, he might have been able to make it into 10, but there's only so much time he had after that, you know, and the push came through. The 2s were played phenomenally, and now we're on game point here in the Search or Destroy. Firing range. Certainly a beast of a map here for the side of Animus. They steamrolled in the hard point, and they are doing damn solid here in the Search or Destroy. Lydia looking for some shots, is actually going to find some shots herself now, as we can see 2 players left. Balance able to find a little bit of an equalizer there, take down Narcs, but as soon as Lydia rounds the corner, hello, Marvel, have y'all met? Oh, if you haven't, that's an acquaintance that you definitely don't want to encounter again. Balance going to be left on his own. Bomb does go down. It's over at the B site, and nobody expecting it. 10 kills on board for Balance, but only so much 10 kills can do when you're on match point and you're in a 1v3.
Yeah, I mean, again, we're in a situation where just the positioning of everything going on does not spell a whole lot for the one player that's left alive. Guys find one onto Grizz, but playing a good angle. Marvel going to round the corner. Finds his dome off of the backside of the truck there. And that's going to be the 6-2 convincing win coming through for the side of Animus. And, well, it might be the end of the road for the Cinderella story that was looking to be FN420.
Well, we can only pray now that when we get to the post Mayhem report that we don't see any extra Mayhem that we're, you know, not already used to seeing, right? Hopefully we'll see 5 players on each side. We won't have any kind of map DQs. I haven't looked yet. Okay, it looks solid. Good. Good deal. All right. I was praying we wouldn't see, you know, 4 or 3 in the lobby, you know, just... It's not the case here. FN420 is 100% not 117 not found. They did not tuck their tails. They did not head for the hills. They are ready for the action, and sure enough, they got work cut out for them. They've got 3 games that they got to be solid on. Got to start here on this next domination, though. 11 kills on board for Balance, commending him with 3 plants along with it. He wasn't even the bomb carrier to begin with, was he? Was he the... Okay, never mind. 10 kills on board for Marvel. I don't even know. I wasn't even keeping track. I'm so thrown off from the day, and it's, you know, unfortunate. But 9 kills on board for Shark. Grizz coming through with 7. 5 and 6 apiece for Gerari and Narcs. And on the flip side of things, just not a solid game. When you got 3 players rocking 4s, we all know 3 of a kind beats, you know, 2 aces, but we didn't see any aces, and we didn't see anybody pass 5 kills besides Balance. So, solid game for Animus. They're handling business as normal. Can they handle it again for a game 3, which is 100% guaranteed? Still, let me check Discord first.
Let me check Discord first. Oh, pain.
Okay, we're good.
The fact that we had to check Discord first is a little bit painful for the European scene today. But I mean, overall, we just had a lot of really distributed work put in for the side of Animus during that game. I mean, bottom frag is Durari with 5. You know, you look at the opposition, and you know we had Lydia, who had the most kills in the hard point, only was able to pull together 2. And then you've got 4 for Mare, Veer, and Feints. I mean, Durari outfragged 4 players as the bottom frag of his team. So definitely a convincing win coming through there. 6, 5, 8, 12 additional kills in 8 rounds for the side of Animus.
Yeah. Well, you know, a better display than in the hardpoint. You know, it came down to a few, you know, rounds where things just didn't go off the rip their way. FN420 still not scared of the competition. They are going to continue to roll on here as a bit of a domination takeoff is where we're going to find ourselves out here for game 3. Feels weird. We're seeing a domination today. Is that supposed to happen? I don't know. It just doesn't feel right. We're in EU. Seen 2 forfeits today. Right now, we're guaranteed a game 3, and I just don't know how to act.
Well, takeoff Dom should hopefully spice things up a little bit. It'll be the first Dom that we've seen tonight for not lack of trying.
Yeah.
But
I think for the first time in my life, I am like jumping through the roof to see a takeoff domination. Hell, it could have been a crash domination, and I'd have been happy with it. I'm gonna be honest with you.
What about Crossfire?
Yeah, Crossfire too. All of the
What-
same. Yeah.
About Hackney Yard?
I would have been able to see a kill house domination. I don't even think that's a thing. But I would have been on board to see literally any game 3s today, and finally we're getting in after 4 lovely series, guys. We're fine.
All right.
It's a dumpster fire. It's a dumpster fire right now.
Yeah, Verdict is literally living that meme where the dog's sitting in the house and everything's on fire and he's fine with a smile on his face. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, as soon as he's off camera, he's going to be raging, guys. We might not even get a personal stream out of Verdict today.
Oh no, you're definitely gonna get a personal stream. That's where I vent and tell, you know, all my everything how I feel after Mobile Mayhem is done. Guaranteed it. Make sure you stick around. We're gonna be doing some more zone warring with Jason after this, aka Stepsley. But right now, for the first time today, after 4 series or 3 series, 3 lovely series, we're getting a domination for the first time around, and never felt so good, homie. A and C gonna be capped respectively. No,
you got some people asking in chat, just as the clarification, the finals are not today. The finals are on Thursday. They'll be right here on Verdict's channel as always.
Spoiler
yes.
alert, it's not going to be a forfeit, I promise.
Oh, yeah, hopefully not.
Hopefully not. This isn't it.
Oh my goodness.
Feints. I haven't taken my eyes off Feints, bro. He's popping off.
Yeah, he's popping off the SKS right now. He's got 5 on board, combo 5, 1 more. He'll be on a nuke streak. Oh my god, he finds it. Blur, come through. Cheer your boy on. Oh, dude, he was so close. He was so close.
Yeah, 6 Bs. You know, didn't eat fries or drink. Not thirsty enough yet, but here we are. Advantage for the first time. This is the first time we've seen FN420 with a advantage at all this series. I think it's a perfect time for us to capitalize on a quick listen-in for the side of FN420. So bear with us. Quick comm check. FN420.
Take it, man, bro.
I'm gonna push red.
No, keep it.
Red's dead, dead. Oh my god, he's capping B.
2 tickets.
B dead.
One
Generator. Generator 1 shot, oh my god.
No, go in yellow. He's stairs, mid stairs.
I'm pushing mid.
2B. Clean.
Yeah, B.
Bottom red.
Blue, go on blue.
One's mid.
No.
He's 1 shot, he's full caca.
He's top blue now.
One top.
Blue logs.
Astaghfirullah.
They're pushing A, blue, bottom blue.
One's control.
They're gonna come see now, they're gonna come see.
Guy pushing mid steps. He got dick, bro. Oh yeah.
One ticket.
Top blue.
Lost the lead.
Yeah.
Top yellow there.
Oh my god, I got predded.
I'm going back for blue.
Go back green.
He's pushing mid. He's back.
One top blue dead.
Enemy contact.
He's still bulk.
I'm pretty sure one's
I'm
yellow.
not peeking.
Nothing yellow.
She's dead. One more is
Losing his phone.
Back in there.
Just push the limit and get him out of there so we can cap.
Casting ticket.
Ticket. Ah, fuck what.
Ticket could cast. Cast again.
Ticket.
I spawn generator. Watch your day.
Top yellow.
You can cap. Ticket stairs.
I'm capping.
He's red.
Capturing C.
Almost getting that B cap to come through, but you saw the lightning strike. When those streaks come through, boy, this map is wide open. There is no form or cover. Finally able to get the B cap to come through, and just in time to get a little bit of the lead right back in their favor. So we've got a scrappy domination. And who would have thought? We're in a game 3, and it's an interesting one. Maybe a third game is necessary? Day, thoughts?
I mean, maybe game 3 happens here. We do have a slight lead with the A-B control in favor of FN420. Maybe we do see a game 4. You know, we were just happy to see the game 3, and, you know, it's looking actually pretty decent now. 7-point lead. Minute 20 left on the clock. Comms were definitely pretty solid there. I mean, definitely gotta say they're pretty solid. There was some funniness in there as well, keeping the energy alive. Yeah.
It was definitely.
I don't think you stuck around for all of it, but it was pretty funny.
I stuck around for enough. I heard my fair share. Know that, you know, sometimes that's 18 plus, but you know what? Today we'll allow it. We're gonna let EU be EU. I told Day earlier we weren't gonna put slow-mo on, even though chat was spamming. I'm gonna let you guys be you today. And right now, EU is looking kind of solid on the backs of this 4 series. As a matter of fact, we've got a scrappy one, 100-82. Advantage in the first half going to be in favor of FN420. But we all know how devastating game or second halves can be. Will they be able to keep up that same momentum? I'm taking a look at the scorecard. 14-8 for feints. 14-15 for balance. Not a lot of positivity, but the comms were positive. And the plays so far have them with an advantage. So can they continue with that same energy and buy us a game 4?
Enemy has Alpha.
That's the question.
Taking the lead.
Well, Feints is looking to chase for the prize fighter's kill right now. I don't know if this is the play. I don't think you're that far ahead, but not able to get it. Be kind of sweet justice if he would have died to Grizz there, but he's going to die to Narcs anyway. Okay, so cool. Narcs does find a 2-piece, rocking that beautiful Demon Song Kilo skin. I think that's my favorite skin in the game, to be honest with you.
I think it is too. I blew my my COD points on PPSH.
You blew your load on it?
I blew my load on the PPSH, and guys, I have yet to use the PPSH. I am in shambles, man. I tell you what, rotation's over. Now we're going to see an AB cap, and it's in favor. The second half looking pretty solid here for Animus. They're looking to recoup the first half deficit and doing a solid job of holding down the fort right now. We're looking at a B compromise. No, it's about 15% cap. Not going to be able to get the 100%. When one player pushes it, it's not going to fare well. Lydia able to win the gunfight there. Not able to get that top control as of yet. Now, as we can see it, this is like the moneymaker right here in this map. If you can hold that top balcony side where Marble is and or where Lydia was just at, you can have a guaranteed B cap without any kind of question.
Well, Feint's just looking to hold down C at this point. They do need a B cap to win. Obviously, with only 3 points to go for the side of Animus. Kills are starting to rain through for Animus. They've maintained the A and B pretty much this whole second half, which has allowed them to make that comeback. They did just come through with the point lead as well. Feints is going to find one. Grizz is going to slide the corner, finds the refrag before getting taken down. And we really need to capitalize on this opportunity for the side of FN420.
I agree. There's not a lot of motion towards that B site. Balance going to get the smoke down. Is going to get shot from Drari. The backside is going to be covered by Veery. But still, not a cap coming through on the B side of things for the side of FN420. And when you've got your opponent spread thin on that C side, you got with your hands in the cookie jars, you got to make them pay. And we haven't seen that payback as of yet. Now, Draw are going to win a big gunfight through mid. B's about 80% capped, and look at it, reverse, just like that. Super sad. Game 4 on the horizon. I'm not convinced, homie.
Enemy contact.
Oh my goodness, my name gone. That's pretty. That's pretty
What'd he say?
inappropriate, but
Enemy contact.
oh my goodness, that's
yeah.
it's kind of gold. It's kind of gold.
That's
Probably
golden.
should delete it, but it's pretty gold.
Well,
Anyway, we have
hey,
Animus.
look, I said we were gonna let it ride for EU today, and let EU
All right,
be
chat. You heard it. EU be EU at all costs.
No,
But-
not at all costs. Reasonably be EU. I want you to be yourselves, but tone it down a little bit.
Oh man, Marvel comes through the 2-piece at the SKS, and it's looking pretty much over for the side of FN420, who actually had a great first half, and unfortunately just kind of fell apart here towards the end of this game. We are not only in triple cap territory, but time is also starting to be a factor, and I don't see a comeback happening here. I mean, it would be incredible if it happened, but they need a 3-piece for the rest of the game now, and Shark comes through with a 3-piece in the feed. It's not going to allow them any time to do so. A little bit of B progress is coming through, but the Sparrow's out. He's going to find one. Oh, that's feints. Never mind. I switched to the wrong person.
Tough cookie.
Yeah, there's no time, dude.
Sometimes
Less than a minute left.
It be like that, right? All right, well, only 47 seconds left. All that is needed is an A site, and you can see it. A lot of focus here on the A flag itself. So Animus knows what it takes to win. They don't care if they lose B. They don't care what happens. They're going to maintain this staircase as long as possible, as well as that A flag to go along with it. And Balance doing everything he can. B is compromised, but doesn't matter. Game, set, match.
Enemy contact.
Unless a triple cap came through, which there's not anybody there within the next 5 seconds or so, it's not happening.
Contact with
Oh,
enemy.
no, there's no time. There's just literally not time. Even if they had a triple cap right now for the comeback to happen, they needed at least 20 seconds, and, well, that's long past at this point.
Enemy contact.
Called in a lightning strike.
Well, that's game, set, match.
Enemy
3-0. Just happy we got to see a game 3. Doesn't matter what happens after that. 3-0 win for Animus. They bought their ticket to the grand finals. They're going to be dancing and dosey and doing with the side of Nova on Thursday. Grand finals bound, baby. 199 to 192. Got a little close towards the end, but only thing that counts when you're, getting close to things is hand grenades and nuclear warfare. Oh, and also horseshoes. I forgot horseshoes. We're not playing either of those games. Nuclear warfare, if you get a nuke, obviously you need more than 6 kills. So keep that in mind, chat. All right, here we are.
All right.
Post-action report. Nobody left the lobby. I applaud you guys.
I told you,
Professionals.
these teams take it seriously. I hate to say that other teams don't, but that's the reality, bro. There's some other teams that just don't take it seriously. These two teams came through and gave us a really solid game 3 after a shutout in the hard point as well as the search and destroy. So big shout out to FN420 for the run, but Animus. You know, Zim was super confident last night. He said there's no doubt in his mind that Animus come through and win the whole thing. And, well, if they play like they did today, that's a real possibility.
Oh, absolutely. I'm 100% on board with that now. Is they got a different beast ahead of them. They've got Nova, and Nova have looked the best that they have ever looked in a Mobile Mayhem season. And with that being said, when I entered the scene, they were already back-to-back champs, and then they won 4 more to go along with it, or 3 more to go along with it. Nova in the Mobile Mayhem in final situation, their percentage is like just skyrocket. They're a different beast. They're a different element. Right now, we're getting a little taste of what Animus has bring to the table, and hopefully we'll be able to see a full best of 7 for the grand finals. That's right. We got 7 matches. These 2 teams are professionals, built with professionals. I think, something else that Zim said we'll hit on here is it's a different vibe in EU than in NA for both of his teams. NA, we're a little chill. We're a little more relaxed. We like to have fun with it. In EU, these guys are all about what does it take to win? What do we need to do? What do I not need to do? And of course, they're classy with it. So huge shout out to both Animus and FN420. Thank you for not skipping the kill cams. Thank you for not forfeiting a map. Thank you for not dipping out on quarterfinals or semifinals. We appreciate you, homies. You are A1. And just because of that, guys, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to let you guys see the clip. I have it up. I might have to pull it back just so I can have the volume regulated on it. But give me just a second. We're going to play the clip of Fades. All love Fades, homie. I love you, bro. I've got to be able to show chat this. That is going to be Animus yet again splitting and
make sure this clip is,
destroying. They are devouring this lobby. You see Marvel pulling out his Annihilator now. No type in hand. That's right. No types on the board. You can see the P3 rotations. Just
I need you to teach me how to replay
P2.
buffer at some point.
Yeah, it's just looking like an Animus running the table so far.
Like, preferably before Thursday.
Well, 70-point lead for the side of Animus. We got to interview Coach Zim last night, and he was confident that his team was going to make it into the grand finals. And
he wasn't going to be here on Thursday last season, and then something came up and he was here, but I haven't heard anything about it this season.
Over towards P2, and then follow it right up with a good rotation towards P3. We now got a TAC 5 pop by Lydia. See, the team is starting.
That is going to be Animus. Oh, bro. Oh, fans, man. I love you, homie. I appreciate you. Thank you guys for playing all 3 games. Much love to FN420. Much love to Day. We're going to take a look at the bracket, kind of give you guys an idea of what we may or may not see. I didn't see 50 gifted subs at one time come through, so I'm not twerking. Sorry, homies. Take a look at the brackets now as we've got them live and ready to rock and roll here, as you can see it. We are going to be on board with Nova Esports and Animus for the grand finals. The first series that's going to be played, question mark. I don't know if it's going to be played or not, depending on what, what 117 Not Found decides to do. It's going to be FN420 and 117 Not Found. So, grand finals, obviously, that is going to be the main objective. That's a best of 7. Bronze, best of 5. Anything we need to cover before we roll? Is that it?
I think that should be it, bud.
All right, that's it, guys. We're going to get geared up for a raid. Much love to all you in chat. You stayed strong even when most of the EU scene was in shambles, so I appreciate you all. Thank you for showing up and being you. I want you to come as you are, as as often as you can, but keep it, appropriate. You guys did great today. I appreciate y'all for doing that. We're going to get geared up for a raid. Not sure who that's going to be, but I'm sure we'll find somebody. At any rate, want to see me twerk? Make sure you get those 50 subs in all at one time, chat. All right? Till next time, we'll see you Thursday, okay?